Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing on this morning? I am Legacy Moon, and this is True Crime and Mysteries. So, this morning we are going to get into Mackenzie Shirilla, or however you say the child's last name. That's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be listening to her jail calls. Her jail calls are now available over there at Phone Calls from Prison. So if you are not getting into them, what are you waiting for? Let me see who I have here in the morning. Good morning. I have Superfly here. Where you been? Ken of 14. Life Unleashed, Scorpion 78, Dion's Salt Bay, Tanya B here, um, and Casino Lady. I feel like I'm shouting. I gotta turn the mic down some. Okay, so good morning to all of you guys, and if you are in the clouds listening, in the bushes, hanging upside down on the monkey bars, whatever you're doing, good morning to you and welcome. Good morning, Shay B. So, yeah, I found her to be, it's always funny when someone who thinks they have entitlement realizes that they don't have the entitlement that they thought they had. So, are going to get into her jail calls and then, perhaps something else. Who knows? But here we go. Let me share my screen. Okay, and pull up this call. Did I? Oh no, I didn't. Uh, okay. I can still do this. All right, I got it. I got it. I got it. Okay. All right, here we go. I'm getting ready to get it now. I got it all downloaded. Now all I need is for YouTube to go to my downloads and everything will be everything. Let me see. Hey, Blue Bear. Good morning. I don't think. I don't think. I don't know. I feel weird. It's the sun, and it's cloudy too. I think it's going to storm. We've got those hurricanes right around here in the mist. So I think it might be going to might be gonna storm at least. Where is this the call I want? Let me make sure this is the call I want because it doesn't seem like it is. I'm gonna go over there to phone calls from prison just to make sure. Why is okay? This is weird, y'all. See, this is what happens when I do stuff in the morning. Phone calls from prison. Okay. Why? Oh, I wonder who did that. I'm so nosy. Stop sharing for a minute. Oh. So what y'all doing? Y'all getting ready for work? Y'all off work? Y'all just up? I would not be up if I didn't have to. My sister woke me up. That's why I'm up, really, honestly. Talking about some going into the office, and I'm like, okay, well, why does that mean I have to wake up? But I'm up, so here I am, and I'm not a morning person, but here I am. Okay, now we're gonna try this one more again. Come on, go over there. Come on, go on over there. Who else we got? We've got Ilvia Parks here. We've got Kayla K here. Good morning. Good morning. Ooh, child. All right. Now my downloads have downloaded. Let me go pull those up and then we will get into this call. And while we're getting into this call, I'll be ordering my Chick-fil-A. Shabby said, did y'all know about phone calls from prison's extra channel? Oh, thank you, Shabby. I was gonna bring that up too. Um Let me put that up there. Yes, she does have a channel. I had to make sure it was hers because you've got a whole bunch of fraudulent people out there. So I verified that it is hers and it is her. And apparently she put up a post, letting people know, but I didn't see one, but this is her channel. She's got I don't know if she's calling it a backup channel or what, but make sure that you go over there and subscribe so that you don't miss anything. Hey, coffee is brewing. Hey, Mimi. All right, now let's try this time. Okay, got it. So this call is going to be it was the first one that was posted by phone calls from prison and this is I think well, let's just get into it. I can't remember this call other than it made me see that she thought she was better than her situation. So here we go. Let's get into it. Why does this is weird. Why does this keep coming up? Okay. I got to unmute it too. So, I'm sharing. Okay. All right. Let me take it's muted. So all right, here we go, y'all. Hey, Beauty is her name.
What you just witnessed was Mackenzie Shirilla driving her car into a wall at approximately 100 miles per hour. Three people were inside the vehicle: Mackenzie, her boyfriend Dominic Russo, or Dom for short, and their friend Davian Flanagan. Mackenzie was the only survivor. Born in August 2004 and raised in Strongsville, Ohio, Mackenzie Shirilla was 2 days away from her 18th birthday at the time of the crash. She was a student at Strongsville High School and had been dating Dom for about 4 years. Witnesses stated that Dom had tried to end the relationship several times, but Mackenzie refused to let him go. During previous arguments, sometimes Mackenzie would show up at his house demanding to be let in.
I'm sorry, but Mackenzie, she need to eat.
Telling you to break the door.
Keep your car and you do not let me in the house.
You're gonna keep my car
If you don't let me in the house, yes. Dom, if you do not open, like, you think I'm joking. You think I'm joking. Like, I'm dead ass.
What do you mean?
You know it. That's exactly what I mean. You don't even know exactly what I mean. You're gonna come open this door right now, or there's gonna be a serious problem.
Davion Flanagan was a friend to both Mackenzie and Dom. He partied with them the night before the crash. The next morning, Davion asked Mackenzie for a ride home. In the early hours of July 31st, 2022, Mackenzie drove her Toyota Camry into a brick warehouse at approximately 100 miles per hour, taking the lives of Dominic and Davion. Shortly after the crash, people were reportedly concerned about Mackenzie's lack of remorse when she started posting TikToks and attending Halloween parties.
Just wow.
A few months after the crash, Mackenzie was arrested and charged with the murders of Dominic Russo and Davion Flanagan.
Hi, Mackenzie. Step out for me. You're under arrest for aggravated murder ×2, okay? Nobody's gonna ask you any questions. Nobody's gonna bother you. Can I have your key, please?
Could you please be careful taking this one off so it doesn't break the bracelet, please?
You got it. You got it.
The nerve.
She would choose a bench trial and let a judge decide her fate. One witness testified that during a previous argument while Mackenzie was driving, he overheard her tell Dominic, quote, "I'm going to wreck this car right now." Prosecutors presented video and event data recorder footage showing Mackenzie accelerated to full throttle without hitting the brake. They argued that Mackenzie intentionally crashed and traveled to the industrial road 7 times a few days before the crash to plan it out. Her motive was possibly to end a turbulent relationship with Dom. The defense raised medical concerns suggesting a potential loss of consciousness, but the court found otherwise.
The video clearly shows the purpose and intent of the defendant. She chose a course of death and destruction that day. Her actions were controlled, methodical, deliberate, intentional, and purposeful. This was not reckless driving. This was murder.
In August of 2023, Mackenzie was convicted on 12 counts, including murder. She was sentenced to 2 concurrent life terms, which makes Mackenzie eligible for parole after 15 years. The remainder of this video contains clips of Mackenzie's jail calls during August 2023. The full calls are coming soon to this channel, Phone Calls from Prison. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn notifications on so you don't miss Mackenzie's first calls after her guilty verdict.
If you would have a moment, all you would need is 5 minutes of a conversation to have with her to learn who she is. Just that, you would just need 5 minutes to learn who she is and what she's capable of not doing and doing, and you would.
Who she is doesn't matter. What she did does. And I think that some of these people don't understand that.
See for yourself.
Oh my gosh, I wish I could just like really talk to you right now, but I'm like scared to ask questions.
Ask my mom, she will tell you everything. She knows the answers to everything.
So Monday, you're gonna be like finding out?
Yeah, if I'm guilty or not. But I'm gonna be on the news again, so you will see too.
Holy shit.
Monday at 1 o'clock, I'll be probably on the news again.
Why are they so obsessed with you? Like, you got in a fucking car accident. Like, I've gotten in 3 of those. Like,
it's probably just because like my boyfriend's last.
See, it's the nonchalantness for me. Okay, it was just a car accident. Like, I don't understand why everybody's just being so hostile. I ain't Miss Mad about music. Mimi said her mom isn't a yeah.
Name is like Russo, and like his family is just like trying to like do some weird shit. I don't know.
his mom.
Yeah, they don't fuck with me no more. Even though like, after the car accident, I was like hanging out with his family and stuff still, but then they just like turned on me all of a sudden. So.
The dad too.
He'd be at court now, and I'm like, damn, like, didn't we literally go to dinner together, and didn't I come to, like, Dom's birthday party after the crash? And
Didn't they literally probably get some type of evidence of what really happened? And perhaps that's the reason why they're acting funny towards you. Kayla K says, I think she likes the attention. And Tanya B here says she doesn't sound remorseful. No, she doesn't. And I don't think that she thought that this was going to be a thing. I think she thought she would be getting out. You can see in here on this call right now, she feels absolutely no remorse whatsoever.
I was with all you guys, and then y'all all just want to like turn on me all of a sudden. That's just like crazy to me. But they know I didn't do it on purpose. I just think that they're hurt, and they don't know how to grieve properly, which I understand. Like not everyone understands, but that's what I think.
It's really just the fact that they had so many strings that they could pull to even get you arrested in the first place.
Yes, like it's just like I would understand if they gave me like a normal charge, but like the charges that they gave me are like literally insane. Like it's not. They're trying to make it seem something that it's not. Like it's not like.
Oh, this is a normal charge. They should have just given me a normal charge, not this abnormal one where I unalived people. Okay. Good morning, Juju D. Let me see. Anybody else come in? I think I said good morning to you too already, Blue Bear.
I didn't do this on purpose. Like I got in a car accident. I'm a third victim. Like, and they just think that like.
A third victim.
It was all some like joke, and like that I was like, oh yeah, I just wanted to do this on purpose to the love of my life and a friend. Like that's the
right.
most dumb, crazy thing I ever heard in my life. Like
he was the love of your life.
Like every time I talked to you, I was with him. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I would never hurt him, like ever. And yeah, we argued, but like, what about the video? Like, man, they just tried to make it seem like I was like this like abusive girlfriend to him, but they didn't show anything he did to me.
Oh,
there's always two sides. There's always two sides. And even though you guys went through stuff, like every couple goes through stuff. Like, do you know what I mean? Like every couple fights, every couple has a toxic phase. So the fact that and your mom, she called me one day a while ago, and she called me to tell me your charges. And like Mackenzie, I was sitting on the toilet, and like I just like screamed and started crying when she told me the charges, because I was like, that's insane. Like that's an insane charge for what happened. I've never heard of that before. Like I've never heard of that.
Perhaps you don't watch the news and other, true crime channels and things of that nature. So that's why this is foreign to you, but this is real life to everyone. Miss Mad About Music. Okay, so it happened in 2023, and it was just like 2 days before her 18th birthday.
Evil working against me, like, and then I'm like, why would I be saved to live like life if like they were just gonna arrest me? And like I don't understand. They brought me back to life just to put me in jail. Like that just doesn't make any sense to me. Like so then like I try to think that like damn, maybe there's like something good for me planned. Maybe like this is all a part of my story, and then I'm gonna write my book when I get out of here and shit. But then like what if I'm just like my life is just meant to be fucked and I'm meant to fucking sit in jail my whole life and shit, like for something I didn't even do on purpose, like for a fucking crash, a car accident. Like, man, the prosecutors in court were like, oh yeah, Kenzie did this, but what, she just killed Davion too as baggage. I'm like, did that word just come out of your mouth? Baggage? That just baffled me. Like,
say it again?
They said like I killed Dom because I was like we were in an abusive relationship, but then I just decided to like kill Davion too as baggage. That's what the prosecutor said in court in front of the judge, and I'm like, that is because they have nothing of why I would do it to Davion. They have videos of me and Dom arguing because Dom would record me when I was really upset sometimes, and then I would record him when he was upset.
Yeah.
But they only played like me tweaking on him, so. Mm-hmm. But they had nothing for Davion.
Of course, they that's what they played. They played that because you're the defendant and he is no longer here, and no, they didn't play anything on Davion, and perhaps the prosecutor said he was just excess baggage. I mean, that was a little harsh, but we do get what he means when he said that.
So then they just was like, Davion was just baggage. And I'm like, oh my goodness.
gosh, like, that makes it sound like you're a serial killer.
Yes, and like, why the fuck would I do that? Like, and then people on social media just are like talking so much shit about me on like the Strongsville police page and like all over like the news things. People are just like saying crazy shit about me, and I'm like, none of you guys even know me. Like, I don't know. And I had to like change my Instagram name and shit. Like, I don't like, because people like, when you look up my name on Google, my Instagram comes up.
Yeah, I see some things on TikTok too.
On TikTok?
Yeah, just like one, but I just ignored it.
I think I know who you're talking about. She bald?
I don't remember. It was a while ago. It was, I don't know. I hate people. I hate everyone. So wait, how many days have you done trial? Like 3?
I've been in trial for 4 days, but I've been in jail 9 months. Not in the county, though. I've been in the county. On Monday, so it's about to be 1 week here.
Okay.
Which is just like, once again, crazy as fuck. Like a week in this bitch, like, what the fuck? And my commissary's not coming. I don't know.
County's scary.
Huh. I wonder where she. I guess they moved. Like, I don't know, in Ohio. I'm not sure where the jails are, but I wonder where they move you to. I mean, I could see why she moved was because of the trial, but I wonder where. Casino lady said no concern whatsoever for the people who died and their families. None. It's all about her.
Fuck, and it's the fact that they got me on this floor too. Like, there's this one girl who just like is like talks to herself like all day long. She's in the room like right by me. She's like, ma'am, like all day long. I'm like, girl, like shut the fuck up. Like, she's pissing me off so bad. Like, I don't like her. Like, she's so irritating. Like,
I'm sure she don't like
Mackenzie,
you
I think
either.
we need you to stay on that protective floor.
why?
Now listen to her mother. Her mother is, to me, a tad bit Looney Tunes, I guess, maybe. Good morning, Linda.
Because it's everywhere.
What's everywhere?
It's completely sensationalized.
What?
The story, your story, is everywhere.
What does that mean?
I think it's like on national news. It's everywhere.
Here we go. Sonia enters the conversation. If you close your eyes, you would think that this is what? This was Sonia talking.
Why do you think?
Because I can see it. It's everywhere.
Right now?
Yeah. So just stay there.
No.
Or just tell people, we can't say anything on the phone, okay? But just say there's more. Just don't believe everything you hear, and whatever. But it's completely out of hand.
What, are they saying really bad stuff about me?
No, they're just repeating. What the verdict was. Don't say anything on this phone.
Wait, so what do you mean? I'm just really nervous. You just gave me anxiety. Like, what does that mean?
I didn't mean to give you anxiety. Okay, I just would like for you to stay there. I have to be able to tell you to stay there, and you're asking me why. I'm telling you why.
Well, like, you're acting like it's bad? Like, what are they just saying? Like, who is posting about it? Like, Fox or something? Not like Fox, like Today Show and shit like that? Like,
not yet. Not them yet. But
who posted it then?
I think it's like in New York. Somebody saw it in Virginia or something.
You should make a Facebook page, like a Facebook group where it's like Mackenzie and stuff like that, and like.
So
you should make a Facebook page like Free Kinsey. Like Kinsey, it doesn't work like that. You make a Facebook page, people say, "Oh yes, Free Kinsey," and Kinsey goes free, hun. That's not how that works. Good morning, Jaylon Jones.
I'll talk to somebody about it. I'm going to talk to somebody about it, but I would like for you just to be safe. Okay?
I'm going to be safe, but you're making me nervous. Like, why do I have to hide? Like, what?
I don't want to be, because I don't want people just to believe what there is being said. You know what
You're
I mean?
acting like I'm the only person charged with murder in here, though. Like,
I know exactly. That's what I would just like for you to be safe. That's all. That's all I'm saying. I know that 85% of the people in there are not guilty.
She knows 85% of the people in there, they're not guilty. But somehow they manage to be there. 85%. Only 85% of the people are guilty, okay? So it's a lot, innocent. So it's a lot of innocent folk in jail, y'all. A lot. I don't know. Jalen Jones said, the hell? I don't know where she gets her statistics from. Probably the same place as Sonia, because that is who she sounds like. Good morning, Queen Black.
So wait, it's all over the world now that Today Show's like national news?
Okay, I got to tell you one more thing.
What?
It was published in England.
What?
What?
Yes.
It's world news?
I think the Daily Mail just publishes it in all their publications, but yeah, the UK.
It's the laughing for me. I mean, oh gosh. Good morning, Salt and Pepper Tresses. Good morning, D Dub. Um, Tanya B here says Slonia Jr. You got that right. Shay B said everybody is in jail is innocent. All you have to do is ask them. Right. Right. Like Nesto, he's an innocent man. And everything that happened on Tuesday proves it. I don't know what hearing he was at, but um Casino Lady says she's got the nerve to laugh. Yeah, her and her mama.
On the Daily Mail?
In UK.
Maybe Kim Kardashian will reach out herself.
That's what I'm saying. I'm hoping. We're getting there. I was going to do this anyway, so this is great.
And they could just reach out to us.
Mm-hmm. Craziness, baby girl.
I don't know.
But listen, I need you to still have faith and trust that the truth, Kenzie, will set you free. We just don't know the length of time this journey is, okay? And so you just have to, in this time, take care of your health, okay? And your mental health. And just go to school.
I want my commissary.
I know. I know. It's exciting.
Amy, when do we get our commissary? Before lunch, though, usually? Okay. Oh, this is what, so wait, it's all over the world right now. How did you know that? Why didn't you tell me that when you told me I was on just national news? Or you just
found it? 1 minute left.
Are you going to call me back?
Do you want me to? Or do you have to work?
I do have to work a little bit. Because, as the news articles are coming in, my sisters are sending me screenshots. So.
Yes, take all the screenshots, because this is just going to be crazy when I come out of
fucking
make
a little scrapbook.
That's an innocent-ass bitch. But anyways, I love you so much, Mom.
I love you so much. Yeah, please call me again if you can. I would hate to hang up and then miss.
No, it's okay. I'll call you again soon. I'll call you again today.
Okay.
For sure. I don't know when, but I will call you again as soon as I can again. I'll call you, I'll let you work for a minute, all right?
I know the telemessages. I know you'll be okay. I love you.
I love you, Mom. All right?
Me too. Just don't talk about the case with anyone.
You know I won't, but I love you so much.
Even if they try and ask you a question, keep your spidey senses up.
I will.
Okay?
I know, Mom. I just love you, Mom.
I love you too.
Tell everyone I said I love them and to keep fighting for me and to free me.
Oh my God, girl.
Some bullshit.
Thank you for using.
Love you, Mom.
I love you.
Bye.
Goodbye.
So she's in there on some bullshit. Free Kenzie. She's an innocent woman. She can't believe they've got an innocent woman in there. And perhaps Kim Kardashian will see her story and step in. You don't have the right optics for Kim Kardashian. This case will do not. No, she's not going to look at this. What is with these delusional people? I don't get it. So, good morning, TD Will. Beauty is her name. Good morning. Good morning. Casino Lady says she sound clown. She most certainly does.
I need people angry like Dad. That's what I need in my life.
Okay, hold on a second. We can be.
What? What?
We are like that. We just can't be like that on the phone with you because they're listening. And I don't want to give anybody anything. I don't want to tell anybody.
What should I say? Hey to them or what? Like, hey bald head, hey tiny girl, hey Dippy. Like, what's up?
I don't want to tell them how we're doing. I don't want them to know that you have to poop. I don't want them to know that you're angry. You know what I mean? I don't want them to know fucking anything.
They can know. I'm about to take a fat ass shit and pretend it's on them. Fuck.
I don't want them to know anything. I don't even want them to know about how much he loved you and you loved him because they're dirty.
That doesn't matter at this point. It doesn't matter. This mom is just very delusional. Good morning, Bella.
Being gross. I hate that all of our calls are recorded and that we don't get to have any intimate conversations about anything. I don't want them to know how you slept. I don't want them.
I hate that your conversations are recorded. We can't talk about intimate things. When you go to jail and then end up in prison, you are considered what the folks like to call state property. So nothing will ever be free and clear for you. Not as long as she is state property. Okay? Good morning, Damachi, the RN.
Them to know what you had for breakfast. I hate them.
Wait. And then at this time, she don't realize these calls is going to be on YouTube. So I really want to know how mama feels now.
I don't want them to know anything.
They can know everything because I have nothing to fucking hide.
Nothing to hide.
They can know I'm on my period. They can know all that shit.
Hear your name. I don't want them to hear nothing. They don't deserve to know anything.
Ew.
So we are mad, and we are going to fight for you. But we're
I know.
doing
I
that.
need you guys doing that. I can't.
Yeah.
I wish I could know. I'm gonna try to see if I can get a private conversation after we get off this phone call.
It's how we all sound when we're off the phone talking to each other about this.
You're just better at keeping your composure than him.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, I'm going to
Candy, poker face. Okay.
I know. I'm about to ask for a private call. Do you think they're gonna give me more than like 40 years? Because
I'm gonna ask for a private call. What? Does she think there's a concierge service there in the jail? The only private call you get is with your attorney, so you don't get to sit up and chit chat with mom and your girlfriends, and it's not recorded. Your phone calls will forever be recorded. Now, I think it was it Tanya B here said that her mother is an enabler, and that is absolutely 100% correct. Her mother is an enabler and in denial.
thinking yes. I think I'm getting life in prison.
That's what I'm prepared for that. That's what I'm prepared for. Hold on a second.
Diamond, can we get private calls here? Like with a social worker? How do I talk to my lawyer then without like it being like public? I don't have a lawyer yet though, right now. I fired my lawyer.
Oh gosh.
Kenny, it's not that you fired him, he's done.
No, we fucking fired him. I don't give a fuck. He's fired. He's fired. No.
Do you guys see a pattern, or as Sonia would say, a pattern? However she says that. So now Kenzie is firing attorneys and whatnot. I can't believe that she actually thought they got private phone calls. She says, oh, like with a social worker? Well, let's just say there is a social. That social worker ain't gonna be your mama. I don't know what her mother does for a living, but I don't know why she was thinking that. Hey, Jet Black Straight. Hey, Kimmy Who. Good morning. Good morning. Right. That is so funny. Spit Venom says, imagine the conversation in the car on the way to the crash. She would have been raising total hell on this boy. Remember when I told you ID crashed this car? I remember when I told you I'd crash this car, as she lays on the gas. And I mean, it would have been nice to just have heard what was going on in there at the time, because I do believe that she did it on purpose. That was always my opinion. Damachi the RN says, I'm so glad you're covering this. Feels like every time we listen to calls like this, the common thread is a parent like this. Right. Like Wade Wilson's parent was his mom. It was like, oh my gosh. And I'm sorry, Linda says another crazy story is the drunken woman who drove her car into the golf cart, unaliving the bride. Yes, in South Carolina, right at the wedding. And Shay B says, damn, she's talking to her mom like they're two friends at a bar. I'm telling you, isn't this? It's just like deja vu.
Oh, he blew me bad as fuck. I don't.
It's
No,
so
because it's
hard
like.
not to be able to talk to you on the phone.
Hold on.
She's talking to somebody.
Murder A is just murder, like you killed someone on purpose. Murder B is when someone dies when you're doing another felony, and that is being felonious assault. So that's why I have murder B. Yes, that shit is just irritating as fuck. It's like they're acting like I killed like 85 people. Like I didn't kill nobody. Like you gotta keep up with my case when you go home. You can
Wow.
come to my court if you want. If you don't want to, I'm dead as fuck. We need you there. I'm dead as fuck. You funny as fuck.
You have 1 minute left.
I don't know. Troop. He's bald as fuck and shiny and has a roll in his neck. I have a girl and a boy and a detective against me. All right, Mom. I love you so.
She has a girl and a boy and a detective against her. I wonder, did that detective, make detective offer her? And also, she really thinks all this is funny. I think that she thinks, everything's gonna be straight ahead all the way. Her. Glorious Love says, good morning, y'all. Good morning, Glorious Love. She says, who is she accused of unaliving? Her boyfriend and a friend. She rammed the car. Um, she went at a high speed and rammed the car. I forget just that fast what she rammed the car in, but so that's what she did. Kayla K says she's having fun in there. Yeah, she's having fun, all right. Domachita RN said, I used to think my mom never backed me growing up. There's a balance to everything. Looking back on it, thank God parents blindly covering for kids creates monsters. Listen, I personally I grew up in a time where parents were parents. They weren't your friends, and now parents want to be or they're acting like your friends, and I think that that's what a lot of the problem is. Good morning, Queen Nikki Love. Um, it was yeah, she was going 100 miles per hour. Yes, 100 miles per hour. Thank you. Good morning, Pat Booker. The police cam is there a body cam? Okay, let me see.
So much, Mom. I'm gonna talk to you again. What time can I call you again? Like call you my next time I come out?
What time is that?
I don't know.
Maybe around 9, after 9.
If I can call you around 9, I'll call you around 9, but it might be a little bit later.
That's fine. That's okay. Just let me work for a little bit.
I love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, love
I
you,
do
Mom.
love you too. I love you too.
I'm about to be done. I love you, love you, love you, love you, Mom.
Love you too, Funkin'.
Mackenzie Shirilla is serving her sentence at the Ohio Reformatory for Women. Mackenzie and her family maintain that this crash was accidental.
Oh God, this was going to be published in some news story somewhere. My conversations with Mackenzie.
Don't forget to like and
Guess what, Mom? Not only are your conversations possibly published somewhere, they're on YouTube. I can't wait to see her try to go to court and block phone calls from prison for playing the calls. Everybody has to try. Wade Wilson tried. Sean Hoover tried. This is what they do. They try, but they don't succeed. Now, this next call, doggone it, this next call took me out of my, what you call it? Let me go back. The next call, I think, is after her sentencing, but it was all just a game and she's innocent. And, the mom will probably try to contact the Innocence Project to get her out of jail, like everybody does once their child does something wrong. But here is the call after the verdict. These people are nauseating with their self entitlement. Queen Black says her mom has probably covered her all her life. Yeah, and did you notice this call? Like toward the end, she's like talking to the people around her and not her mom. I mean, is this Dion or what? Can't make this stuff up. All right, here we go. Good morning, Miss Nisi. Miss Nisi says, good morning to everyone. There is a video of the crash and body cams. I watched the trial. It was horrible watching her pretend to be innocent. Um, Glorious Love says, I've never cursed or smoked in front of my parents when they did those things. I didn't either. Like as when I became like a grown adult, I might have said maybe damn or hell a few times, but just like cussing and I don't know. I mean, I loved my mother and we were close, but I knew she was my mother and not my friend. I knew I could go to her and talk to her about anything, but I did not. I mean, I just didn't see her as my friend. She was my mother, and this business about being friends with your kids, I don't know where that came from, but they need to send it back.
This video contains 2 full jail calls made immediately after Mackenzie Shirilla's guilty verdict. If you're unfamiliar with this case, please check out the video I've linked in the comments below.
Mom?
Hey. Here's
Oh
what
my
I'm supposed to say. I know, Kenzie, listen, these phone calls are recorded. We are not allowed to talk about anything.
Well, we need
Okay?
a new lawyer is what we need.
No, not a new lawyer. We're going to file an appeal, okay?
No, and we need to get another lawyer. Look up.
Yes, that is what it is. Okay? Don't worry about anything. Okay? I can't talk about anything on the phone, Pumpkin. I'm
Why
so
would they
sorry.
do that?
I don't know. I can't talk about any. Please don't say anything on the phone. It could ruin the appeal. Okay? I don't know.
Please don't say anything on the phone. It could ruin the appeal. Now, if this is too fast for you guys, let me know. Bella says I can't curse in front of my family and I'm grown. Right. Um, you're listening at work. Queen Nikki Love. Did I say good morning to you? I don't think I did. Casino Lady said kids raise the right way. No, they can't or shouldn't cuss or drink with their parents. Oh gosh, my mother when I if I and I'm not a drinker. I've said that, but if we went to a restaurant and I had a drink, my mother was like, and heaven forbid if I get a second one. Oh no. So I just did not do these things in front of my parents at all.
But we're not done yet, okay? And I can't talk about anything.
I can't say what I want to say. I can't talk on the phone.
Just have trust in us, please. Okay? But I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I knew this was going to happen. I knew it.
I didn't. I thought it wasn't going to happen.
I mean, well, I guess I shouldn't say I knew it. I had a feeling. I just had a feeling because I just can't say anything on the phone. And we don't even get to talk privately, so we'll just have to talk about it later, okay? So I'm glad you're on.
What is this talk privately? Does this woman not realize this is how this works? You're never going to talk privately with your daughter again. Guess what? If you visit her at the jail, we're gonna see it and hear about it. If you visit her using the tablet, if they do that in Ohio, we're still gonna see it. All of the things. I sure hope that Shay stays on these people's neck with these calls and things because it's just the idea of the self entitlement for me. Salt and Pepper Trusted says the mom had the nerve to be mad at the victim's parents being upset. Right, make it make sense. Kimmy Who says, have you seen the video? Her mother's statement after she's found guilty. The judge admonished her for rambling the ridiculous statement. No, I'm looking for some stuff right now. Jaylon Jones says, mom irks me acting like she's a victim. Right. Queen Black said my mom would order us daiquiris when we went to eat, but at home. She said it was taking the mystery out of drinking.
On the protected floor.
Why?
Okay.
I just asked to get moved today.
No, I talked to the warden this morning. It's not up to you.
I talked to the corporal.
No. Well, she said it's not up to you. You got to stay.
Okay, well, I asked to talk to the corporal. So.
Oh, okay.
Well, no,
So,
I did talk to the corporal.
And
I might get moved.
okay, well, whatever. Okay,
He's
I know you
looking
can.
into it.
Okay, but I love you, and just please trust us. Trust us. That's all I can say. Trust that we will never, ever, never stop. Ever, never.
I don't want you guys to go broke fighting for me for a lost cause.
We won't. It's not a lost cause, first of all, and we won't, Kenzie. We won't. I promise. I promise. And it's not a lost cause. Don't ever say that to Mama ever, never again. Okay? Everybody knows what's going on here.
And then how she just was like, clearly she did this on purpose. Clearly.
I know, baby. Kenzie, we can't talk about anything. Please don't say anything else, please.
Oh, look up. I think it's like Scott Ramsey. That's like a really good lawyer they told me about. I have a godmom in here now, so.
You do? Who?
Yes. She went home today, but I met her before I went to court, and she gave me a hug, and she's like, I'll be your godmom. She's like, look up Scott Ramsey. So I feel like that was a sign.
Okay.
Are you
Please don't talk about
serious?
anything, no. Everything. I mean, they're listening to everything. Okay. So just breathe through this week, and we're going to talk all the time.
You know what's interesting? If she truly is innocent and didn't do this, it's very interesting that we can't talk on the phone. Watch what you say. You need to be in protective custody. We can't talk on the phone. Watch what you say. I mean, it's really funny because to me, if I'm innocent and I didn't do anything wrong, I would not worry about what my conversation over the phone is. I mean, really. Damachi, the RN, says court was quite awful. She looked so innocent in court, so remorseful. Um, I think this is I found what do you call it? Them arresting her and stuff. So I'll play that after this. Pat Booker says the father was mad at the judge. I thought she went easy on her after hearing some of these calls. The judge, this was a bench trial. So it's not like she had a jury. She had a bench trial and was found guilty. That's pretty when you have a bench trial and you're found guilty, that says a lot. A lot. Kimmy, who says they act like she is away at summer camp, just delusional. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Time. Okay? You know the routine, and we'll just keep fighting, and we're not going to go broke, I promise. Okay?
We just need to figure this out.
And then, if we have to, move to be closer to you, then we'll move, and at least I don't have to drive by their house every dang day. So, that would actually be a plus for me.
Stop
Peggy
it.
texted me.
Good. Don't talk about anything in the messages either, though, right?
I just said, I love you so much.
Yeah. Don't talk about anything, nothing that went on in there. Just keep it super, super bland and blah. Okay?
Mama, you ain't gonna have no conversations with your daughter if she's got to keep it bland and blah. No conversations and wait till Mama find out. We get the text messages and everything. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Spit Venom says the parents let her do whatever she wanted, including smoking pot when she was still in school. And I've seen other kids whose parents were like that. I said, it's that one girl, remember where she took a kitchen object and unalived somebody because they liked the same boy and they kept going back and forth, or he kept going back and forth, and he was instigating the thing. Her mother let her do whatever. Her mother even let her live in an apartment for a while and while she was still in school. That's what happens when you let these kids run amok. Um, help me understand. BS says, good morning. I can't wait until they are able to translate when she and her mom speak in another language. Oh, okay. Donna Chi, the RN, said 15 years concurrent was light. She needs to be thankful. Wait, I thought she got life. Let me look that up.
Yeah, she was crying her brains out.
But the nerve of
Peggy.
the nerve of the mother, to just be that angry at the victim's parents. We might move. In that way, we don't even have to drive back past their house. I mean, who did? Mm-mm-mm.
Yes, I just didn't even think that was going to happen, and she was just made it seem like I was just a murderer.
I know, sweetie. Don't talk about anything, okay? I know. I'm so sorry. Everybody knows you're not, and I know it doesn't matter because you're in here, okay? But
Okay, I Googled it, and it says Mackenzie Shirilla was sentenced to life in prison with parole eligibility after 15 years for the 2022 crash that unalived her boyfriend, Dominic Russo, and her friend Davion Flanagan. Now, I will tell you this by me, just kind of going here, there, and everywhere, looking at different content creators, and she has had multiple disciplinary problems. She just, I think, yesterday, she just got out of the hole, and that's not her first or second time being there. So she is not doing good. She keeps getting in trouble and everything in there. And that adds on to your time, and it does affect your parole. I don't care if 15 years later they will look back and see, okay, well, you've been a disciplinary problem, and that will affect her parole. But
people know, and we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna file it and just fight.
How much time do you think I'm going to get?
Oh, I'm sure they're gonna probably. I don't know, baby. I'm sure they're gonna go with the max.
The max?
Okay, whatever the max is. I mean, they're being off the charts. Well, it's just I don't even know. I don't even want to go there. It doesn't matter because we're gonna fight. Okay. I mean, I guess it does matter, but
We need like a protest about this or something.
yes.
we need a protest about this or something. And her mom thinks that this is going to the extremes. Everybody's being excessive about this. Okay. All right, Mom.
I'm sorry. I'm just sorry.
Wait a minute. Spit Venom says she got
I'm so sorry.
Oops. She got 25 write-ups in 9 months when she first got to prison. That's ridiculous. That is so ridiculous. Jaylon Jones said, plus the family will be at the parole hearing, and they're not gonna go for that. Dominic, she's the RN, said, oh, I got you. She's up for parole in 15 years. Yeah, and this will count against all these infringements. They'll look at that. I've seen women do 25 years because, I watch the parole board stuff, and I've seen women do 15 years and, 25 years, and they go back to something that happened 10 years before, and they will count that against them.
Dom, oh my God, Dom would be flipping the fuck out right now, Pumpkin.
I know. I can imagine him.
Oh my God. Are you out? I mean, did they let you make a call? Did you just get back? What's happening?
No, this is like me just in my timeout. I've been back in my room and I talked to mental health.
Oh, good. They have that?
Yeah, but it wasn't that helpful.
Well, that's okay. You guys are establishing a relationship, so it's going to be kind of weird. I didn't know they had that.
Yeah.
Are you in general population today?
Yeah.
What's happening? So you don't have to go in your room the whole time?
No, I do have to be in my room while the other groups are out, but
it's better?
Yeah.
Did you get commissary today? You're supposed to get it today.
Oh, thank you.
Can you ask somebody when your commissary comes?
I don't know when my com's coming.
Ask them because the warden said maybe today. And then, you can start writing your book.
Who is that? They need to shut up. Who the fuck is that? Shut up. She annoying as fuck. Like, why is she talking about that weird ass shit? Shut the fuck up. I don't like her.
I can tell right now she gonna get her ass kicked. Okay, she is going to get her ass kicked in prison because she thinks she's all of that plus a little bit more. Good morning, Siri. Colette, how are you doing? Um, Miss Mad About Music said room. I think it's called a cell. I know these people are just. Hey, Reef and Muffs mom, how you doing? Um, Queen Black says another set of dead eyes.
Just
Who was
listen.
all
I
at
don't want you
court?
to say anything. Don't repeat anything that anybody said in that room. Nothing to anybody. Promise me.
I won't.
Okay.
Who was all at court?
There was lots of, so many people couldn't even come in. Grace and Shelby came. It was too many people, so they couldn't come in. A couple other people from church. There were too many people, and they couldn't come in. Faith, Kendra, Maddie, TikTok. Yeah. Your friends.
Hey, Dad.
Hold on, let me put you in.
Hi. I love you, Pumpkin.
I love you too, Dad.
This,
What'd you say?
you got a raw deal. That judge.
A raw deal. I'm going to tell you something. I don't know what the speed limit was, but what I do know is that it wasn't 100 miles per hour, which is what she was going. So if nothing else, that is reckless driving, which then still makes her responsible. Why these parents can't get this through their thick head, I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Daddy can't talk on the phone because he can't control himself. And that's okay, I understand.
You got screwed.
I know.
Okay. We just have to keep everything on the surface. Okay? Or we can't fight for you.
No, you
And
need
we're not
to.
gonna do that to you. I know, but if we screw up and say things that can be used against us, then we can't fight for you. So Daddy can't talk.
I love you, Dad.
I love you.
And I don't need for what.
Okay.
He's allowed to say that.
You did that on purpose.
Okay. Me either.
I know you're innocent.
Right. Amen.
What are people saying? It was live streamed, I heard.
I don't know. I'm staying off social. Because I don't even know. I'm not going on there. I'm getting texts out the ass though that people can't even believe it, and they're so sorry and oh my God and what the hell and what the fuck and are you kidding me and all that stuff. So
That is true.
yeah.
I heard it was live stream.
I heard that too. No, because you can't talk. You can't control yourself, or I would.
So Dad can't talk on the phone because he's just out of control because his daughter got such a raw deal.
So I don't know if it was or not. I don't care. I don't care what anybody has to say. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
We know you're innocent.
95% of the population does.
Yeah. They know you got.
Now 95% of the population says she's innocent. Where'd you take that poll at, I wonder, huh?
Okay, right. Here, we have to be very careful that we can't say anything because I don't want to mess this up for you.
Did you look up that one person? You need to find like the best lawyer possible.
Yeah, we're on it. Can you buckle, please?
Where are you going?
We're going to that place my mom and dad always want to go when we leave. That little tic-tac place. They have like coffee or something. I don't know where they're going. And then your friend in there, her trial is tomorrow? Or is it the pre-hearing?
Yeah, and you know what I didn't really like about something? Like, Jim was just nonchalant about it. So I didn't like that.
About what?
Everything.
Well, you mean in the room?
Let me read some of your comments. There's some good ones here. Mimi said she wants to say things she shouldn't say so bad. Linda says this is their little princess. and she doesn't do anything wrong. Help me understand. BS says, I watched the video when the police and the chaplain notified Dominic's mom. It was heartbreaking. Oh my gosh. I bet it was. Um, Kimmy Who says, have the victim's family considered legal action against the family? Oh, very interesting. I have to look into that
No,
too.
like when he talked to me after.
I can't talk to you about. See, this just sucks. I can't talk to you on the phone right now.
I can't
He
talk.
wasn't with us. Okay.
What? He wasn't with us?
He wasn't when he was talking to us. I think he was just trying to process and take care of some other things and stuff. Okay, but he was not that way with Jim. She said that he was kind of nonchalant with her, but he was probably trying to, Anyway, sorry. I knew this was going to happen because of who they are.
We knew there was something fishy going on.
So,
The truth, they know it.
They knew this was going to happen because of who they are. Who do the victim's parents have some type of pull or something like that? Is that what they're saying? Queen Black said, is she an only child? Oh, that's a good question. I don't know.
I just don't even know what to say.
I can't hear her. What?
I just don't even know what to say.
I don't either, Kenzie. That's why I'm saying don't say anything yet, and let us do our thing. We have a couple people we need to contact. Okay.
And like now I have all these charges, and why did she have to like read them off all like that to make it like she could have just been like, I find the defendant guilty on all charges.
Because that's not how court works, Kenzie. They have to read what you're guilty of. They can't just say, oh, you're guilty. Tap, tap on the gavel, baby. It doesn't work like that. Shout out to Native Tribe. It does not work like that, Miss Little Kenzie, okay?
That's how they do it.
I don't know.
That's just how they do it.
Yeah, I think that's procedure. I don't know.
We're appealing, baby. It's not over yet.
Right.
Like when I get out of jail, like I'm gonna be like old. Like what if one of you guys dies or something?
Kenzie, first of all, don't go there. Don't go there yet. Don't do that.
Yeah, please don't.
Okay? Because, honey, if we have to sell our house and come live by you so we can see you every day, then we will. Okay?
I don't know. Can you visit somebody in jail every day? Is that allowed? Salt and Pepper Trust, as it said, it's that little funky attitude that has her in the situation she's in now. Yes, and the enabling that the parents seem to be doing, and the lack of taking responsibility and ownership. It's the whole fact that she said, I was a victim too. Of what? What were you a victim of? Because I don't know. I have no idea how you became a victim. Life Unleashed, good morning, says they have no empathy whatsoever. Her appeal will be denied based on that alone. She has no remorse, even if it was an accident. And that's the part for me. No remorse. Good morning, Lonnie. How you doing? Lonnie says, I'm just listening to this case and trying to find out about the case. Yeah, I'm gonna do some more on it because I'm getting information. And like I said, I know she's been in trouble all multiple times. What was it? 9 times in 9 months? How many write-ups? I'm a look. I'm gonna see if I can get, on the streets. I'm gonna see if I can get, a hold of that information. Oops, wrong place.
Every day. So that's not going to happen.
You need to get my stuff from Dom's house before they burn it or some shit.
They won't, and we already addressed that.
I don't know what stuff is at Dom's house, but if I was her parents, if I was Dom's parents, I'd burn it. I would.
With who?
Jim.
When? Today?
Yeah.
I want a new lawyer.
I know, Pumpkin.
You're going to get a new lawyer.
Yeah. He doesn't do this anyway. Yeah, we're about to pass your
You're
room.
going to get a new lawyer,
I'm trying to
Pumpkin.
find it. No, she's in that building up there.
Wait, I can't see. I can't hear anything. I'm like.
So wait a minute. You mean to tell me this girl is in jail for unaliving someone due to her recklessness, driving 100 miles per hour? They think she did it on purpose. And her parents are on the phone talking to her, having a road rage moment? Are you serious?
Not by the window.
No, there's a cop right there. I don't even see where it says Steam Oops on the floor. Is it in white or orange?
White. It's like graffiti.
Okay.
And there's like hella people out, so if I get off the phone, I lose my spot on the phone. So.
Oh yeah, don't do that then. Stay. Just stay. I love you.
I love you so
We will
much.
get through this.
Yes, Steve, we'll get through this.
Okay.
Tell everyone I said I thanked them for coming to the court. Like I know it was like the worst news ever, but.
Yeah.
The POS is the other day.
Yeah.
Wait, what did the warden say?
She said that it's not up. You can't decide which floor. They do it. It's basically for your safety. You can't really decide. They do things how they do things.
I'm not talking.
So you mean to tell me the parents are talking to the warden like the school principal, trying to get things done? Are you serious? Damachi, the RN, says they don't get it. It's not about pull. When they figure out the speed of the car, her behavior online, her friends' reports of how she treated the guy. Exactly. Let me see. Good morning, Nana and Nini. How you doing? Lonnie, she was 2 days before the crash. She was like 17, so she turned 18. So she's charged as, and she would have been charged as an adult anyway, I think. Linda says a new lawyer won't change anything. No, and I'm gonna tell you, with listening to the parents on the phone, she wants them to get a Facebook page, do protests. With the parents' behavior being what it is, it's not a good look. It is not a good look. So I think that they need to just take their licks and keep it moving. We've got Ann. Hello, good morning, Ann. She says, I'm fairly new to your channel. Mackenzie and her parents are something else. Well, welcome, 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 Ann, and thank you for being here. Yeah, these parents, they sound like they're something else.
Talking about the iPad and stuff like that.
Oh.
Oh, I meant to mention, Jaylon Jones says in prison, what did he say? Let me get it. When she gets in prison, it's weekends and holidays only. I did not know that. That is just wow. Dion Salt Bay, good morning to you. Says, I didn't know that that's a state by state, or if the rules change, but yes, you could visit every day if you wanted in some prisons. Oh, okay. So Jaylon is saying weekends and holidays. You're saying in some prisons. And they do have that tablet thing. So that might make a difference too with the tablet thing. But that's an awful lot of money between phone calls, her getting her zuzus and wham whams, toiletries and all that. New attorney, that's a lot. That is a lot. Let me see. Damachi Lauren said, Legacy, if you can find the video where her ex-boyfriend says her family is into certain practices. He said Mackenzie had a voodoo doll of Dom. Really? Interesting. Well, if they are into those practices, they didn't do a good job, because girl is in jail. Spitting fire, spitting venom says she committed the crime 2 days before her 18th birthday. I think she thought she would be charged as a minor. I said it the wrong way. That's possible. That is very possible here with me. That I said it the wrong way. But thank you, thank you, thank you. Casino Lady said, Strongville is a little community, so I know why they all feel so privileged, because such an affluent neighborhood. Never heard of that before. in Ohio, that place.
I asked her about your floor. I asked her about the commissary, and you filled out the
1 minute
form.
left.
So I just was waiting to see what your form. You filled out that form. I was waiting to see what, because she told me to have you fill out the form, and then you did already. So we're just waiting for that, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm
it's
gonna
just
call
kind
you
of
back,
waiting.
Mom. But I'm gonna call you back. But if they don't let me, I'm gonna call you back as soon as I can again, because I think there's people waiting. But I just love you so
take
much.
turns.
No, I'm
I love you
I'll call
too.
you again.
That's fine. No, yeah. I love you too.
Please
Do
pray
whatever.
for me, Mom. Please.
Honey, you don't got to tell me that. It's already started. Okay.
Okay.
It's already
Scott
started.
Ramsey. Scott Ramsey.
Okay. I'll look them up.
All right.
Don't tell me names like that on the phone anymore. They'll message me.
Hey, Kenzie's mom. We're going to read them too, Kenzie's mom. And the court reads them too. So I don't know what you think you're doing, but okay. Message her, Kenzie, all right? Message her. Message her. These, ooh.
Okay, I'll text you it too. I'm pretty sure that's her name, but I just love you, Mom, so much.
I
And
love
Dad.
you.
Thank you for
I'll stand
using
too.
Securus.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Love you.
Dion Salt Bay says, my family member got a visit from his girlfriend every day. Oh, wow. Well, who has time for that is what I don't get. Good morning, Attitude and Tylenol. She says, I knew her voice would piss me off. That's why I never listened to this feminine, femme fatale ghost. Femme fatale ghost. Don't be getting me tongue tied this early, Attitude and Tylenol. Queen Black said, yes, I've never heard of Strongville. It's not a place for us. It must not be.
Hello?
Okay.
You know, if by the way, if they were fooling with other practices such as voodoo and she running around with voodoo dolls, that might be the reason why she is in this predicament as it is. Those are, I know everybody has, most of you are Christians. Uh, some of us participate in alternative uh, religions or spiritual practices. But if you playing and dipping and diving and dabbling, things like this can happen.
Anyways.
Yeah, this is just like, don't even, like, I'm like literally in shock. Like, that was like just the last thing I expected to happen.
Same with me, baby. I'm flabbergasted. In total shock. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I just wanted to yell at him when I got in the back, but I was like, that wouldn't even help.
No, it wouldn't.
But I was about to dog him out. Because that just, like, pissed me off. Like,
there was nothing, anyone, I can't talk to you about it on the phone.
Oh, geez.
Everything that he did.
I just feel like we could have fought, like, harder. Like, I don't understand this. Like,
I know. Well, of course you feel that way, honey. Of course you feel that way.
Like, I just didn't.
And one of these days when we can have a private fucking conversation, we'll go into it a little bit more. Okay?
Got a raw deal, baby. Raw. That was.
So.
Hey, Kenzie's mom, you're never going to have that opportunity. I don't know. Where do these people, do they think this is the YMCA she's at? When we finally get our private conversation. Not gonna happen. Jaylon Jones says, I may be wrong, but I thought I heard her mom say something about being a good witchcraft. You know what? I think when I was over there looking at comments, I might have heard something. I might have read something like that too. Tanya B here says, you don't think the victim's family are flabbergasted? How about it? How about it? What I can tell you about the alternative practices, I know that some of you view things like Wicca and Ife and voodoo and voodoo, all of that as just something wicked, but that's not necessarily what it is. there are good things that are, it's just like when people who are Christian go to church. And yes, there are some people who practice the dark arts, but when you're working with spiritual practices and you either don't know what you're doing or you're focusing in the dark arts, you have to be very, very careful. And like I said, things like this will happen when you practice in the dark arts and you don't know what you're doing.
But just you got to trust us, okay? I'm so sorry. That was the craziest thing ever.
That's like bizarro weird.
Yeah.
You know,
Don't say anything more. We got to be very careful with our words.
Wow.
Okay?
Like we went to another dimension.
Yeah, we're in the upside down.
That was the upside down world right there.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was just like crazy. Like, and it's like I don't understand how they could just be like, yeah, she wanted that to happen. Like,
Oh
no,
my God.
no, like,
no.
They're all like zooming in on my face and shit, and then like they get to like handcuffing me and shit. Like,
exactly.
It was
I know.
so embarrassing. Like, I just didn't.
I'm so sorry. Me either. I'm sure you see it on the right.
Who all is coming to eat with you guys?
What, honey?
Who's coming to eat with you?
Me, Daddy, Beth, and Grandma and Grandpa.
Beth was there.
Yeah.
What did my friend say about it?
Everybody is.
You know, they cuffed me and everything for me. That's what they do with criminals, girlfriend. They get cuffed and taken away. Okay? That's what they do.
Dumbfounded. It should be coming right up here. Okay. So, just trust us, please. Remember, every day spent is time served. It might be a minute, okay? But every day is time served, Pumpkin, okay? Mackenzie, this is going to make me cry, but you're alive, okay?
You're alive, Pumpkin.
Why would they do that? Why would they
know?
You're alive, Pumpkin. That's just all I can say. And the dad, raw deal, new trial. Now, let me see. Where is it? Spit Venom says her appeal was denied too. That's wonderful. Salty Buzzard, good morning, says when they start that jibber jabber, I skip right through that mess. Casino Lady said at Spit Venom, really, she might as well have several seats in several cells. Yeah.
be alive if they want me to be in jail?
Because we don't know what your story is. Your story isn't done yet. It's just beginning.
Okay, Mom.
We don't know yet. That's all I know, though. It's just beginning. Who knows what the future holds for you? Who knows what the reason is? But there's a reason, okay? We just got to get through this journey. And it might be a minute. And after time, you will see what the reason is. But I promise you, you are a force to be reckoned with in this world. And people need you.
So Queen Black says mom and dad did dark arts to get pregnant. Oh, wow. Interesting. Linda says, I said that Mackenzie and her mother are speaking Comanche. I don't know if this is actually the case. Tanya B here says she's heartless. That's the reason.
And people will see. You hear, Mama?
Yeah.
You've already done so much good in this world with so many people. Who knows what the future holds for you?
Jill.
Maybe the future would never, what your purpose is, you'd never get to without this. Not the death of Don and Davion, but whatever, you know what I mean? Without this death, not their death. But you know what I mean?
Yeah,
We just don't know. We don't know. It might take some time.
I just want to just leave the county. Guess who I seen today?
Who?
you know that one boy that I came here with last time I came here, Tato, when I thought you were talking about him? Like,
no!
He's here today. He just got sent here. I'm looking at him like, why are you here? And he's like,
oh, no!
Man. I was like,
ew! The gross conversation guy?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
I fuck with him, though. He's cool, but, like, I was like, why do you want that? And then when, like, they be catcalling the fuck out of you in here, but I don't like that. Like, I was really bawling my eyes. I'm like, I was about to be like, bitch, like, get the fuck out of my face. Like, I was about to dog them out.
Like, read the room. What the fuck?
Like, I was, like, bawling my eyes out. They're like, do a little spin for me. I'm like, why are you telling me to do a spin when I have boogers all over my face and I'm crying? Like,
right. Aw. Sorry, Lindsay. It's going to be a rough week, and then Monday's going to freaking super suck. But don't worry, because we're just going to keep fighting. Because Monday, everybody gets to talk.
You get to talk?
Yep. But so do they. And what they have to say is going to be really, really hard for you to hear. But then you get to talk, too.
I already know what I'm going to say.
I know you do. It's going to be hard. Monday's going to be hard. So, but after that, then you can just be. And then let us fight. Okay?
I love you.
I love you so much, Dad.
All I do is think about you.
What?
Say it again.
I said I love you so much, Dad.
All I do is think about you.
I miss you guys so much. I hate that I can't, like, see you all here.
I know, me too.
I love you, Dad. I love you, Dad. I love you, Dad. You know, you've gotten a raw deal. You've gotten a raw deal. Yeah. See, to me, it's the parents not making her take responsibility, take ownership of the situation. Domachi the RN says at Salty Buzzard. Initially, I thought it was Pig Latin, so I was trying to decode. I've read some sort of gypsy language. I'm not familiar with it. She speaks fluently. Are they? I wonder if they are gypsies. Oh, did I say good morning, Nestos? New Bobo shoes. I think I did, but if I didn't, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Attitude and Tylenol says in news that I care about 1,000 times more. I have a second date with the biomed engine. Well, good for you. He's not committing crimes and living in the free world is fun, Kenzie and Nesto. Look, Attitude and Tylenol. See if he got a friend, okay?
Me too. So
Oh, my
So
God.
how many people are out there with you right now?
I don't know, like, maybe, like, 9 or 10.
Oh, really? What's the age spread?
What?
What's the age spread?
Shit, like, fucking, like, 19 to, like, 50, probably.
Oh, well, at least you're not in there with 12 and 13-year-olds, right?
I wish I was in here with 12 and 13-year-olds.
Oh, I thought that you were looking forward to older people.
No, I want to go back.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you got to call Faith, honey.
I want to give other people a call after I get off this phone with you.
I don't want you to call. Don't call it. Don't call your friends yet. I don't want them to say anything on the phone. Just text them.
You have to tell them.
Faith took this hard.
Yeah, Faith is hurting big time.
I just texted Faith. Tell her I said I love her so much.
Okay.
And that I miss her and stuff. I don't know. Just let her know.
Remember, you cannot talk about anything with your friends. Nothing. Please promise, Mama. Kenzie.
I had to shut up.
Yeah, Daddy had to shut up and not say anything, and you got to not say anything.
What?
He did so good out there by not saying anything to anybody, because we just don't want to mess this up for you.
I forced everybody to go out a different door.
So what we're supposed to say is, thank you for your support. Please keep praying for us. We're filing an appeal. That's what we're supposed to say, and that's it. Okay?
Yeah. They keep asking me if I'm going to hurt myself, and I'm like, no. Like,
no.
As much as I want to go, I would never hurt myself.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad they're asking you that, though. That's good that they ask you guys that.
Just keep saying that.
Yeah, and then I've been like praying like every day, long as fuck. And then like, what's the point of like praying if like my prayers will never fucking be answered? Like,
See, but that's just it with prayers, though, Kenzie. You don't get to say the time period. You know what I mean? That's just it. Like, we don't know the time frame, so just keep
Here we are having Bible study in jail.
doing it. Your prayers will be answered right when they're supposed to be. Does that make sense?
it's been supposed to be answered though. Like,
No, you don't know that. You don't know that. What if this saved you from something?
I don't give a fuck. And I talked to the corporal, and he's gonna figure out if I get moved. And I just got another book, but I'm about to get off this phone because I don't want to hog the phone.
Okay, but just remember that.
But I'm not. No, I'm gonna stay on the phone until this call is over with. But after this call, I'm gonna either. It might be my last call with you. I'm gonna try to get on again.
Don't forget though, everything happens for a reason. We just don't know what it is yet. Okay? We just don't know yet. So don't stop praying. Keep the faith, because we have no idea what your future holds. You have no idea.
I don't know.
I do. Good morning, Thessy. Jules says, was she cussing in her prayers too? Linda says one of the victims was Italian and the other victim was biracial.
I know, it's hard. It's hard. Okay? But you got to keep it. No one knows what your future holds. Don't lose the faith. Okay? You don't get to pick the time frame. It happens right at the right moment for you. We just don't know when that is. See, can you need a 7-Up and a coffee? Thanks.
I love you.
Jen says love you. Did you hear him?
Tell him I said I love him so much.
Okay, you keep the faith. Keep praying, baby. And just know that everything happens for a reason. And who knows, this may have saved you from something. I don't know. But that was craziness. And we've already begun fighting.
This is all I need to know.
Yep. It's already started, Pumpkin.
Yeah,
keep your chin up. Good.
Yeah, Miss Peggy said we're all praying for you. God has a plan for your life, Kenzie. Put all your fears on him. He will give you peace.
Yes.
Love, Peggy.
Yes. She's right. She's right.
But I put all my fears on him every day.
You just don't get to pick how long or what the time frame is, Kenzie, so just keep doing it. Things happen right when they're supposed to. You'll see.
Yeah.
You'll see.
It's only 3:31. Like, this is just horrible.
I know. I was looking too. I was hoping it was closer to 6.
Yes. I don't know.
So, but hey, at least you're at least you're with the other people today. You know? And then ask somebody about your commissary. Because that'll be better for you, too, so you'll have all that stuff. So when you do have to go in your room, you'll have a deck of cards and a pen and a paper and stuff.
I have pen.
When you go in your room.
Well, paper. You don't have any paper. I love you so much. And if we're all fighting out here for you every day, Wendy, then you sure as heck got to keep fighting for yourself, too. You keep praying. You keep the faith. And those cowards that spent every day with you after the accident, there's a special place in hell for them. A special place in hell for being able to do that with you, to you.
Yes, that's like so.
Who were the cowards? Are these some people who testified against her or something? I wonder who they are.
Weird and like manipulative and stuff.
Oh, it is repulsive. It's fucking repulsive.
Excuse me?
It's
you know
fucking pulse.
Attachment,
Okay.
Like it don't show up on here. Am I doing something wrong or it just don't work? No, it's okay.
And then should I ask about your commentary?
No, I'm gonna ask when I'm off the phone with you.
Okay.
But 키도 이제 우리들 이들이 기다 니들 비다 미지 기다 티딩 미주 오이저 미다 치자 미자 비지 미다 시지 미자 크리데이 easy 티서 디즈 미자 미자 크리데이 easy.
I did. I asked her about that. She said just fill out the form. That's all.
Okay. Interesting. Let's see. Casino lady said a certified forensic mechanic testified that her car date recorder showed moments before the crash the accelerator pedal was being pushed down at full capacity with no application of the brakes. I found some video of that I'm gonna play. um I need to know what they were saying, what they were speaking. I can't place that. I can't place what that is, but I really need to know.
All she said.
I did fill out the form.
Okay, then that's it. Then you just gotta wait.
I wish I could come get food with you guys.
I'm not eating anything. I can't eat right now. But yeah, me too. I wish you could too.
You know, I
You
just
have
hate,
1 minute left.
I don't know. Like, I just wish I could I just hope nothing bad happens to the family while I'm in here. It's like my worst fear.
I know it is. Okay, I know. Don't worry about that. There's nothing. Even if something did, like stuff happens all the time. People at the grocery store or whatever, you can't control any of that stuff.
But I would be.
Attitude and Tylenol says, yeah, I've heard variations of that language from Augusta. I hated from Augusta before. There's a gypsy camp not far from Augusta. I hated seeing them come when I worked retail. See, now this is all making sense, what people are telling me. I'm going to look and see what they practice. Good morning, sweet and juicy. Slow it down. Oh, what? When they're speaking those, I don't think I want to do that. I don't think I want to do that. I have my reasons. But I don't think I want to do that. You said they're speaking fast and running words together. You think so? Um, Interesting. Bella says Davion was adopted.
Be home and I'd be able to like come to the funeral and shit. But like,
Well, you still can.
no,
I'm sure they still let you do that.
probably not. But I love you so much, Mom.
I love you too. We'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, I'll talk to you when I talk to you again.
Keep
But
your
it
chin
will
up.
be sometime
Keep
again
praying.
today. I love you so
Yeah.
much, Mom.
Promise, Mama, you'll keep praying and keep the faith.
I
Promise
will
me.
for you, Mom. I'm gonna stay strong for you, the family, and you and
Okay.
Dad,
Yeah.
mostly, and
Yeah.
Danny,
Yeah.
and Dom.
Yeah. Yep.
But I love you so much, Mom.
I love you too. I love you too.
Tell Dad I said I love him. Tell Danny, and just tell everyone I said I love him, and to keep praying for me. But
Yeah.
I love you
Yep.
so much.
And then when we get off the phone, you can talk to your friends, right?
Yeah, I'm going
Thank you
to.
for using
Bye, Mom. I love you. Love you.
Spirit.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one.
Okay, let me see. Let me see. Their religious practice influenced by dominant religions. Religions inhabit many. Yeah. So it says that gypsies could practice Eastern Orthodox Christianity, Catholicism, or Islam, while others may practice more traditional beliefs or um, syncretic forms of religion that bind elements of different faiths. That tells me nothing. Adopted beliefs from okay. Traditional beliefs, including reverence for ancestors, charms, and folk magic, sometimes integrating these with formal religious practices. Okay. All right. So this is kind of like mixing. Okay. All right, I see. And now it's starting to come back to me. I did see something on their practices, and it's not exactly like I think they do have charms and stuff like that, but I don't think they do like actual crystals and stuff like some people. Uh interesting. But I'm gonna do some more digging. Good morning, Prima Wanda. How are you doing? Thessie Jules says the police cam of Dominique's mom being notified broke my heart. Yeah, somebody else said that. Salty Buzzer said I came in late. Did you already see the video from Dom's phone about her trying to get into his house? I think that was at the beginning. Phone calls from prison included it in this video. I am getting. Let me pull up the. Let me pull up the. I thought that this was a reenactment. I'm not quite sure, and the only reason why I say reenactment is because when I see her hand, that when I see the hands of the person on the steering wheel, it doesn't look like hers, but I could be wrong. Why won't this go away? Okay, so why isn't it here? Let me see something. Let me stop sharing because I just downloaded this stuff. I thought. So let me go back on YouTube again and see if it downloaded. Downloads. Do. Okay, yeah. Okay. I had to go out and come back in. All right. Let's do it. Okay, so this we're gonna go down and look at the stop. I thought I was at my downloads. What is happening here? Okay, now I'm at my downloads. Okay. Here is this is 20. This must be 26 seconds because I don't recall it being minutes. I probably won't play all of it if it's that long, and I will speed it up. But here we go. This is the crash. It's on mute. Let me speed it up a bit, and we'll have a look at this. Even though 100, like 75, I've never gone over 75 in my car, but that's just me. Casino lady said Strongville's jail is really small, so they probably moved her to Cleveland jail. Jaylon Jones. Oh. I ended up back at the top of the chat. All right. Let me see. All right. Here we go. Maybe not. What's happening? All right. Now, I don't know what this I don't know if this is her cuz that doesn't look like that could be her hands, but I know this leads up to the accident. I could speed this up a little bit faster too.
Recording.
Okay, that was the police officer getting there. Okay.
No one's breathing. Bust that window out.
All right. You got
Oh my God. Who can hear my boy? Who's in here? Drivers, come on. Radio.
I copy.
Radio, extract, all three. Come here. Call him the plate. Let him call it in.
All right.
Oh shit, man.
Hey. Eesh. Not good. Let me see your knife. Let's cut this thing out.
This is bad, guys. She's alive. We got to get her out. Here,
all right.
Reach up and unlock the door.
Hold on, watch your.
Copy. Fire. Going out of reach.
There you go. Here, cut that out.
So they got her out. She was probably unconscious, but she was still breathing. She was and is still alive. Prima Wanda said, was this a girl trying to unalive herself also? I think so. Well, she just claims it was all an accident, but you can't accidentally go 100 miles an hour. And I've never heard of this town in Ohio, but it doesn't seem like a town where there's a lot of speed going on.
Oh my God. Sarge, we're good to try to get her out? Oh, dude, I don't know if we can. No, just wait until the flag gets there. You can't keep into that. Oh my God.
Can you see her breathing?
She's breathing. She's breathing. Head's wedged. Let's see if we get some IDs, guys. You look younger. Oh, yeah, they're all pretty young.
I don't feel anything. I don't feel a pulse.
She's breathing. That's our stomach. Her stomach's
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
We got 2 that are gone.
Yeah.
That's okay, Prima Wanda.
Is there a purse or something? Yeah, we're going to have to.
So no one was thrown from the car. Tessie Jewel says she put her seatbelt on at the corner before flooring it. Did she really? Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. Queen Black said, can someone help me pack? I don't know how I will make this. Oh, poor Queen. I hate packing. Damachi the RN says she's alive. Get her out. I can't. I hadn't seen this. I know. I don't think we're going to look at too much of it because, they have the shield up there, I guess, because it's a lot of, blood and stuff. So we'll probably just go to the body cam. She was the only one to have a seatbelt on. You know what? I'm going to tell you something I'm guilty of when I get in the car with the Uber drivers. I tend to not put my seatbelt on. I don't know why, but I tend to do that.
Check that for an ID.
Holy smokes. The last thing you expect to see. Let me find a track, guys.
I wonder how long they've, right there. You can see it. Smashed right through the sign.
Y'all see all that debris? So it smashed through a sign, and all that debris was left around.
She's moving a little bit. She can move her leg. Mackenzie, can you hear me? Can you move your leg or your arm or anything?
She talking?
Yeah.
She talking?
Yeah, she can hear me a little bit. I saw her moving her left leg. Mackenzie, this is the police department. We're going to get you out of here, okay? We got the fire department on the way.
Right,
you're stuck in here pretty good.
So I'm assuming the other 2 died like right then on impact because they seem to only be dealing with and talking to her. Tessie Jewel said her black box showed when she put it on. She did a trial run the days before. I did hear that she did a trial run a few days before this. So, and she was one of those type of girls who, oh, if you do this or if you don't do that, I'll hurt myself. She did, she played, and unfortunately she got played. They're not going to show us anything, so I don't want to waste too much time on this. But we see the car was jacked up pretty bad, and so was you saw all the debris running around or lying around, not running around. But I'm gonna now show the some of the stop. I think this is her arrest and everything. This is coming from the channel Plunder. She's somebody who I like to watch. She does good work over there. So this video I'm about to show right now is from her channel.
Can I just like take my whole license away for like 10 years or something like that? Like, I can't really just.
No, unfortunately, everything's going to have to come off right now once we know when the detective comes back and we know for sure what's going on.
Where's she? Right back there, pal.
Hi, Mackenzie. Step out for me. I'm Detective Jesus. I'm the one who's been investigating the crash. You're under arrest for aggravated murder ×2, okay? Nobody's going to ask you any questions. Nobody's going to bother you.
So, aggravated murder ×2. Okay. Salty Buzzer said, I think it was 7 trips she made by there. Just staking out the place, looking to see what she's going to do.
Can I have your key, please?
Could you please be careful taking this one off so it doesn't break the bracelet, please?
You got it. You got it. No.
Thank you.
You got it. Okay, just keep your hands right here. I'm not gonna tighten these, okay? I don't want to hurt you. You good? Are they good? Thank you. All right. This cruiser right here.
Actually,
I'm sorry, but she just looks like the type of girl whose parents just pretty much let her do whatever.
we took her out of the car and we did not.
Do you have anything on pockets, anything like that? Yeah. That's your head going in. What's going on? I'm not gonna hurt you. You okay?
Boy, talk about crashing out. On Sunday, July 31st, 2022, 17-year-old Mackenzie Shirilla really crashed out. Very early that Sunday morning, the Toyota Camry that Mackenzie was driving had full pedal to the metal for near...
Look at this car. I mean, my goodness. Life Unleashed, she purposefully did this to it, or she has been found guilty of purposely doing this. She was one of those types of girls who's with a guy, and if she gets mad, she retaliates. And this is probably, I don't know what went on in the car. I think I had read somewhere, or somebody might have even said they were arguing just before she did this, but she practiced before doing it. So yeah, this car, I mean, I wanted to stop here because I wanted you to see. This is just awful. Um, Linda says she irks me when she asks the cop not to break her brace. Yeah, not to break her really. I mean, that's the least of your worries.
Nearly 5 seconds before her horrific crash. The engine's throttle was at a full 100% for 1.6 seconds as she flew over a curb and into the brick wall of a building.
So, okay. The only crash video I'd seen had been, where they just show straight and then you hear the crash. This is the first time I'm seeing and realizing that she actually had to turn a corner. Like it's not like, oh, I've lost control of my car or I've floored it and I can't gain control, but she literally had to turn around. That it was like a circle, not a cul-de-sac, but it just, well, y'all saw it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I did not realize that. Dusty Jules said this heifer aggravates me more than those other two. How about it?
One of the occupants in the car must have had his Life 360 enabled because it revealed that Mackenzie was driving at 5:30 a.m. that morning until 5:36 a.m. when they crashed. The app reported speeds of at least 90 miles per hour, but no one but the all-seeing eye of the surveillance camera was around to witness that horrific crash and to capture the horrific sounds of the audio.
No one's breathing. Bust that window out.
All right.
Who can hear my voice?
Can you imagine being in court, the two victims, their parents, having to hear this and see this and hear that part. Nobody's breathing. Just horrific. Just horrific. Linda said poor Davion was supposed to have been dropped off home, but instead of going home on his street, she went in another direction, taking him to his unaliving.
Drivers, this is bad, guys. She's alive. We got to get her out here.
All right.
Reach up and unlock this door. Oh my God.
Can you see her breathing?
She's breathing. She's breathing. Head's wedged. Let's see if we can get some IDs, guys.
I wonder how long they've right there. You can see it.
I have a question. This girl was 17 years. Why was she out at 5:30? Why were any of these kids out at 5:30 a.m.? I mean, I'm just wondering, was this, I don't think it was prom night, because I know on my prom night, I got to stay out and come home when I wanted to. My parents let me do that. But I had always been a responsible child. I want to know what these people were doing out at 5:30 in the morning. If it was prom, I understand it. But other than that, I don't get it.
It smashed right through the sign. She's moving a little bit. She can move her leg. Mackenzie, can you hear me? Can you move your leg or your arm or anything?
She talking?
Yeah. What kind of car is this? Holy smokes.
Apparently, Mackenzie had driven her car pretty calmly around the first corner. She was cognizant enough to use her turn signal and make a nice controlled turn before launching full speed with a hard yank to the right of the steering wheel at the last minute. Some estimates say she was going as much as 100 miles per hour into the dead end of the Progress Drive Business Park in Strongsville, Ohio. She went straight into the company sign, as you saw, and then into the brick wall and potentially flipped around of a manufacturing facility operated by the Plidco company. At no point during those final 5 fatal seconds of the crash did Mackenzie attempt to slow down or apply any pressure to the brake at all. So eventually, Strongsville police received a 911 call. A Good Samaritan reported that this vehicle had crashed into the building near that dead-end intersection of Progress Drive and Alameda Drive in Cuyahoga County. Once the police got to this horrific crash, you can just see them running. It was the worst they'd ever seen.
Technically, okay, Jaylon Jones, they were, the two victims were, okay, we'll say the two victims were 18, but she was still 17. What month? Okay, wait a minute.
I don't even know how to freaking... Is this locked or something? I don't feel a pulse on this one guy.
This one, his
head
Jesus
is bad.
Christ.
His head's
That's the worst
bad,
I've ever
bad.
seen.
He has a pulse. He has a pulse. I thought that's what they said. It's like a faint pulse.
And they knew they couldn't handle it themselves as they tried to open those doors and get the occupants out. So a call for aid came at around 6:30 a.m. that Sunday morning. The responding officers, just from their reactions, you can tell it was a gruesome scene, calling on Jesus Christ, saying it was the worst they'd ever seen, describing it as if the car had been split in half almost. That's just how powerful this crash was. There was obvious heavy front end damage. Officers believed it looked like it had just been cut right down the middle. The situation was pretty severe, and one Strongsville police officer ran over to the driver's side. He could see the legs and the torso of what appeared to be a woman. The upper half of her body, she's the driver, was on the passenger side, underneath the passenger dashboard, caved in on top of her. This car was mangled. An officer saw 2 male passengers, one who had originally been in the passenger seat, front seat, next to the driver, and one in the back seat. They could tell both young men had severe head trauma.
Drivers, this is bad, guys.
So her body, she was, okay, so the body part, the bottom part of her was like under her seat, and then the rest of her was under the dash. That is very interesting. She's lucky. She's very lucky.
She's alive. We got to get her out.
Here,
somehow.
reach up and unlock this door, and I'll hand you my knife. Front passenger,
Look at that.
Broken.
Oh my.
His neck's broken.
I got a pulse on the second one here. It's very faint.
So the one on the passenger side, his neck was broken. So I'm assuming, and I think I got a nurse or two in here. I'm assuming if your neck is broke, are you do you instantly pass away, or does that just make you paralyzed from the neck down? If any of my nurses could tell me.
I think front seat's the one that's dead. I don't know, the engine's still pretty warm.
We're going to leave the body here. They asked me to take it or leave it. I said leave it, and then well, you don't even know who that is yet. We have no idea. Can I go talk to the female, get her info, or you want to try talking to her?
Yeah, I'll go try.
Do you remember what were the names of the people that were in the car? Dom and David? Davian? Damien?
Oh, okay. So she was talking and everything. Interesting.
Davion. Do you know his last name? Okay. Do you know where he lives?
He's
Staying with her in town.
She had mushrooms and scale on her. I secured it in my car. She had a scale and shrooms on her person, so I had that secured.
It was like a nightmare. I ran up. I go, this is bad. I ran up. I saw one. Called her in one. I looked in the back. There's two. You call it two, and then you see three. You're like, Jesus, no one's fucking moving.
Mm-hmm.
The crash was so confusing and so horrific. Officers who initially responded thought all 3 occupants were dead. They thought no one survived this. But miraculously, again, initially they discovered 2 of the 3 people in that mangled up car were still alive. The driver, Mackenzie, was still alive, and 19-year-old Davian Flanagan, he was in the back seat, he was actually still alive too, even if the motion of the crash may have moved him forward. As officers struggled, you can see them breaking the windows with those car breaker windows, and one is using his knife to cut the airbags. The airbags had deployed. It was so crushed up, it was hard to see who was in there. But they heard some mumbling coming from the driver. That's when the Strongsville Police Department showed up. They started using all sorts of jaws of life type instruments and working together with the police to pry those doors open and get the occupants out. They're trying to save lives. Seconds matter. Finally, they were able to extract 19-year-old Davian Flanagan, and then they were able to remove Mackenzie, the driver, out. Finally, they were able to get Dominique Russo. He was the 20-year-old on-again, off-again boyfriend of Mackenzie. They shared a pretty toxic relationship. Mackenzie had significant injuries to her leg and arm, and one of the first things she said was, "How is Davian?" I found that interesting. She didn't say, "How is Dominic?" her boyfriend. But unfortunately, Davian died right there on the scene.
From there, do you see if he has a bicep tattoo on his right arm? It's back to you. It doesn't look like it. No.
No, they just drove.
That is interesting. She asked about Davion and not her boyfriend. Wow. Dominic the RN said where it was broken, probably totally severed. So Spit Venom wants to know if the autopsy report is out anywhere. I don't know if it is. They probably went over it at the trial, but I know I look because I know some other content creators that kind of get those things.
By this morning at 6 and saw the car here. We have no idea when it happened. Sometime overnight.
No idea where they came from.
Nana and Nini, I just saw your comment. You said, Legacy, do you think they are talking voodoo? No. They're not.
They're just coming down progress this way for sure.
I got time of call and time of death when you're ready.
He's warm to the touch. Very warm.
All right. Time of death.
6:44.
For both of them?
Yeah.
Okay. And then time of call?
6:15.
Unfortunately, Dominic was already dead, and Davian died right there on the scene before the helicopter could even life flight him out of there. Now that the case files of this horrible case, the tragic Mackenzie Shirilla case, have been released, a fuller picture of the devastation of this whole case is being revealed. Now, by the time you watch this video, hopefully I'll be able to get some of those case file videos, potentially all of them, up on Patreon. Check the link below and keep checking, because I can't put the humongous amount of videos that I got directly from Strongsville Police in Ohio. I cannot put them all in this one video. Some of them are it's just very sad. In this video, I'm focusing on the timeline, Mackenzie, her relationship with Dominic, her arrest, and what happened in the aftermath of the crash. One thing that was truly horrible to witness was the notifications. Now, Davion's family, his adoptive parents, were out of town, so police tried to notify them, but couldn't. So that's why we don't see their reaction. But the reaction of Dominic's mom, she about lost it, and it made me cry to witness her realizing why this chaplain and this police officer were showing up at her door and telling her her baby, basically, her baby boy, Dominic, was no longer alive.
Unfortunately, there was an accident, involving Mackenzie, Davion, and who we believe is Dominic, is the third person. A car accident. Okay. Last night.
Wait.
Just relax. Just hold on. Just stay seated. Just hold on. Just listen.
Yeah, just take a deep breath.
Christine, look at me. Take a deep breath.
Yeah, just
take a deep breath. Okay. Right now, all we know is that the driver, who was Mackenzie, is at Metro.
Right.
Okay. Just stay seated, please.
Take your time.
Please, just relax. Take a deep breath.
That's
Take a deep breath.
That's okay. You're good. Take your time.
Take a deep breath. Okay. Is anybody else home here with you right now?
Because everybody's sleeping. Angela's in Florida. Wait, where's Mackenzie's mom?
Okay. They're down at Metro right now.
Okay.
The other 2 passengers, like I said, was Davion and who we believe is Dominic. Okay. From what Mackenzie told us.
Okay.
Both Davion and Dominic are deceased.
Oh, God. Now, of course, Mackenzie was still
my
alive. She was
God.
the one who survived this horrible wreck, and people didn't know. It was just confusing. Why did this crash happen? Well, eventually, as the case was being investigated, investigators learned Mackenzie was not drunk. She was not under the influence of alcohol at the time of the crash. Officers did collect 8.1 grams of mushrooms off of Mackenzie's person in her pocket somewhere. They also got from the scene.
I thought they said mushrooms. That mother, that was just wow.
A digital scale, 2 cell phones, a bong, a bag of marijuana, a purse, and a Cadillac key fob at the crash scene. So now that cut-through Progress Drive, it's a cut-through street with a speed limit of about 35 miles per hour. And drivers often use that little cut-through to get from Parole Road to State Road 82, which is also Royalton Road. Officers admit that drivers often go over the speed limit during that little cut-through, but they don't go 100 miles an hour. One officer in court talked about even arriving at the scene. He sped, of course, to get to the scene of the accident, but he only felt comfortable going as fast as 54 miles per hour because it's a rough road, and he was holding his steering wheel. He didn't want to lose control. Imagine going 100 miles per hour, gunning your Toyota down that street, straight towards a brick wall. That's what Mackenzie did, according to all the evidence. But the question was it accidental or intentional? Pretty soon, a sinister timeline of events would begin to reveal itself. Now, only 2 weeks before the crash, around the same time, Mackenzie is posting all these beautiful photos on Instagram and calling herself and her friends city girls, and you can tell her desires of being a fashion model and just a gorgeous girl. She's very label conscious, you can tell. But on July 17th, 2022, a family friend witnessed an event where Dominic, quote, seemed upset. The friend overheard Dominic talking to his mom, and his mom was growing upset. So the friend was like, look, I'll go get him. Quote, go get him out of the situation that could have been a bad situation. So the friend went out and found Dominic. He was, again, a passenger in the car that Mackenzie was driving. They found them on the shoulder of Interstate 71. I-71, I drive it often sometimes. I like to drive it back home from the airport out in Cleveland. That friend was on the phone that day with Dominic. As both cars were pulling over, he heard Dominic and Mackenzie arguing. That's when she said, quote, I'm going to wreck this car right now. The friend could even witness them tussling, with Mackenzie swinging her hands at him. Even at this young age, Mackenzie literally lived with Dominic in a home next door to his mother. His mother is Christine Russo. She lived with 2 of her sons. So that's why the notification video, it makes sense to me now. There were several officers there notifying Christine that Dominic was no longer.
Okay, so these kids were living like adults. Prima Wanda said she's a dangerous, spoiled brat. Yeah, and now we see not only did she practice this last event that happened, but this is not the first time she tried to do something like this. Just.
Longer alive. She didn't know what to do with herself. She was on the floor, God help her. On the floor, she was pacing around. Her other son was there. He was maybe going into a state of shock. Her ex-husband, Frank, showed up. He was just angry and smoking, and he didn't know what to do either. But in that notification video, I noticed she walked next door. They kept going next door to the house next door to see what cars were there, who was driving what. And now I realize, it's because Mackenzie lived with her on-again, off-again boyfriend, Dominic, right next door. Christine owns both homes. Well, it turns out Dominic and Mackenzie had met in high school. They had been dating for approximately 4 years at the time of this crash. So we see pictures of them going to prom, videos, and dressing up and all these different events. Christine even considered Mackenzie to be a part of her family, and they spent a lot of time together over the years. I'm sure she probably looked at her as a daughter. Mackenzie moved in with Dominic in December of 2021 or January of 2022. So by the time this crash happened on July 31st, 2022, they had been living together about 7 months or more. But they were obviously tumultuous months after this duo moved in together. Christine admitted that her son's relationship.
So she was at the age of 17. This young girl was allowed to go and live with her boyfriend. Okay.
With Mackenzie, it had become pretty strained in the previous 6 months, the 6 months prior to the crash. It contained lots of fighting, arguments, disagreements, breakups, threats. She said Mackenzie became more possessive over Dominic. Part of me wonders, and I only marginally followed this trial in the past, so I'm really catching up with all my researching and watching all these videos and interviews and everything that have just been released. Part of me wonders if Mackenzie just felt like she wanted to put this stronghold on Dominic because it was more of a ready-made family. Maybe she liked his family more than hers. I don't know. I'm just putting thoughts in her head. I don't know if she did or not, but part of me wonders, with this nice home she was able to move into at 17, imagine moving in with your boyfriend at 17. If you've been dating him like 4 years, and then you get to move in with him right next door to his mom and his brothers, it's got to feel like a everybody loves Raymond almost situation in the making. Almost like, okay, I've got my family here, his mom is letting me move into this nice home with him. It's almost like my home. Maybe she thought it was everything she wanted. And when Dominic started to pull away, maybe that's why Mackenzie started to reach more and more out to grab him in the wrong way. After that,
we hear about high school sweethearts, especially back in the day. They get married, they live happily ever after. But if they were together for 4 years and then at the age of 17 allowed to live together, that's a lot on the mind of a young person. It really is, especially in the times that we're living in. So this was a lot. Casino lady said, no wonder she thought the family started acting funny because she thought she was still in good with them. Exactly. Exactly. See, after the family, I'm sure, started learning more of the facts of what happened, they probably were starting to side eye her. I can understand it.
That highway incident where, the family friend had to come get Dominic because Mackenzie was threatening to crash the car and they're sitting there on the berm or wherever, dangerous place off I-71 to be sitting, Dominic recorded some videos. Perhaps he knew he needed proof, where Mackenzie could be heard threatening Dominic, threatening to break into his house. I've seen different videos where you could hear her and she's telling him, let me in the house, or, I'm going to slash your tires. It's always these threats of violence or, violent actions. I'll slash your tires. Let me in. I'll crash this car. Dominic's brother, Angelo, chimed in. He said that Mackenzie and Dominic had broken up many times over the years, and in June and July of 2022, Dominic was considering ending the relationship for good. No wonder. Dominic was likely tired of being treated like a possession, with these volatile, violent threats of, if you don't do this, I'm going to do this, something violent coming from Mackenzie. A person can only put up with that so much. And of course, men are often as misused and mistreated as women are. So we have to look at this instance as the same way we do with cases of women being mistreated. So after the crash, there was a detective, Zaki Hazu, with the Strongsville Police Department. He interviewed Mackenzie in the hospital. Now we have the audio of that because he kind of blurs the camera for their privacy.
Recording. Okay, I'm recording. Sure. I'm only going to audio record just for your respective privacy.
Steve, come. Can this?
All right.
He's a mess. I know everybody is. We all are.
Okay, so this is your bag. There's some clothes in it, and we're going to give this back to you. There's some money here. I'm going to open this so
Did you
we
put it
can.
in my bag?
Yeah, we have to count it though. I just wanted you to witness that all the money is in there. Okay, it's just accountability. Do you mind?
Yeah.
Is that okay? All right, cool.
Shay B says, Lord, I couldn't even talk to boys on the phone at 16. This is wild. Yeah, just imagine, and so if they're living together, that they are likely having relations, and this is just a lot. And I'm assuming they went to school. I mean, hell, I don't know. Thessie Jules says Plunder does thorough reporting. She does. She does. Absolutely love her channel.
All right, sir. If you just want to launch here real quick, open the palm for me. That's 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 150, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65. Okay? So I just need a signature here. Same that I just gave you guys. Natalie, would you like to sign, please?
Would you put it in my bag?
I will. Okay, now the cell phone. This is the cell phone.
If this were me, I mean, they're actually talking to her. They're giving her property, counting it out, and all of the things. She doesn't even sound like I would be so. If I was driving a vehicle and there were casualties because I was reckless or whatever, I would just be all to pieces. She doesn't seem to be anything really. Queen Black says, I wonder if she threatened her parents growing up. They were happy she was out of the house. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, to me, their relationship isn't. Uh, I don't know. The mother is just nuts. That's all I'll say. Miss Mad About Music said I stepped away. These kids were living together. Yes, they were living together, Miss Mad About Music. She says, goodness, where is the parenting these days? Exactly. You know, living like adults.
So I have to explain to you exactly what we did with your phone.
Wait, do I say state?
Yes, please.
What is it?
The fourth. Okay. So by law, I have to give you. This is your phone. So here's back to you.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Now this is a search warrant. The judge, Cuyahoga County Judge Russo, signed it.
Can we pause for a minute? You had search activity. You downloaded the data. Everything now. Nobody's looking at.
Nobody's looking, but we mirrored the phone. We're going to look through.
Wait a minute. I want to go slow this down just a tad bit. So they had a warrant to go through her phone. That was very interesting. Hey, let's talk about it all. Blue says our daughter at 16 just started being able to talk to boys on the phone.
The phone.
Right, but everything she does now.
Now she's on her own.
Okay.
All we care about is free. Right now, I'm not concerned what she does. She's free to do whatever she wants. But by law, this is the receipt of what we did, which is a download of the data, and this is the search warrant. Now, the search warrant lists the crime we're investigating as an aggravated vehicular homicide times 2, okay? Because 2 people were killed in a car crash. It does not mean, I'm going to make this very clear, we're not charging you with aggravated vehicular homicide. This is just what the crime we have to investigate. So there's a crash, and there is the criminal aspect of it. And we just have to look at both so we can eliminate if we have anything to eliminate. But ultimately, it goes to the prosecutor's office, Cuyahoga County. They will look at it since Kenzie was a juvenile at the time the crash happened. They will decide if she gets charged or not. So right now, I'm not going to interview her. She's obviously not in a good place to be interviewed. She has an attorney. Once she's released, I gave you my contact info. Have your lawyer give me a call or give me your lawyer's contact info, and then I'll call him. And if he wants her to cooperate, that's his decision. If he doesn't want her to cooperate, that's his decision. I do want you to know that a lot of people are coming to us and reporting things. And so usually,
yes, I was told that.
Usually the most accurate information we're going to get is from her. Yeah. So whether or not she chooses to cooperate on advice of counsel, that's up to her. I'm not going to coerce her.
What are people coming in and saying?
I cannot tell you that. Yeah. That's the investigation. That's
it doesn't
why.
matter if it has nothing to do with the crash.
Well,
right?
You know, Dad thinks his little princess can do no wrong. You can tell by listening to the jail calls and hearing him now. And this is why she will not take responsibility or show remorse, because the parents aren't. The parents, as far as I'm concerned, didn't parent this little girl very well. So you hear the parents in the background talking like this was no big deal. So no wonder she's reacting the way she's reacting.
We have to put everything together. But this is a copy of the search warrant with the affidavit and everything that the judge looked at. Okay? I'm going to take my paperwork back. Do you have any questions for me at this time?
I have one. Were they able to pull video? I know you off the building across the street.
Well, I cannot comment on the investigation, but we have some evidence
were
that we're
people going through my Snapchats too, like opening stuff?
We did not. We just mirrored your phone.
I see like 3 of them open.
Okay. We did not. Okay. But either way, even if we did, we have a...
She's got a nerve. So were you like going through my Snapchat looking at stuff? What a nerve. What a nerve.
Search warrant. So, which allows us, we're going to look through everything that's on your phone.
Yeah.
Okay, up until the moment that I gave it back to you, or until the moment we mirrored it. So, we also have, we're going to look at the car tomorrow. We're going to download the black box from the car.
Good.
So we know if there was any type of error. We're going to have OSP. They're sending a reconstruction trooper to look at it and download the material. We also got a search warrant for that as well.
Where is the car?
It's on Marcus Road.
It's in our possession. It's in our impound lot.
My insurance said that they pay for storage fees.
Yeah, that's fine. But we're not releasing it yet, so they're not going to be able to go look at it.
No. I didn't know if I had to pay a storage fee. I'm just trying to. I don't
Your
even
insurance
know
should take care of that. But I would like to know who your attorney is. I need his contact information.
Can I send it to you later? Because I have a meeting with him.
Absolutely.
I have a 50.
See, the parents are sitting there worried about the wrong things. Good morning, Southside, Chi-Town. Yes, we got daylight moon today.
We haven't officially shook hands and dotted I's and T's. We're having a conference call this afternoon.
This is a very difficult situation, and you can put this on the record. I am not here to try to interview your daughter and get some incriminating info. I'm not.
I know.
At this point, we are investigating. I want to protect her constitutional rights. So it's very, very important that your lawyer gets in contact with me, or I get in contact with him, so we can say, hey, sir, are you going to let her cooperate?
Okay. Inner Beauty 2024 says you can't always criticize the parent or parents. I was 16 living with my boyfriend, but it was that or live on the streets. My mom just wasn't fit to hold onto a home. We all try to do our best. Absolutely, Inner Beauty. And I understand situations like that. And that was your situation. You know, it was move in with the boyfriend or be on the street. That's not the first time I've heard of something like that happening. But there's a difference between that and this. This was not a situation where if the girl didn't live with the boyfriend, she'd be on the street. She was allowed to live in a house next door. Now, she wasn't living with the parents and the young man. They had their own home next door. That is a very different situation. That is a very privileged situation. So there are sometimes in lives, I've seen it where you have a boy and the girl, and she becomes a teenage mother, and for whatever reason, her and the baby have to go live with the parents and the young man. That is a different story. That's not her story. Her story is her parents were her friends and not her parents. You can tell that just by listening to the jail calls. You can also tell that they are not trying to show any responsibility or remorse. These parents are mad at the parents of the victims because they're upset because their children were unalive. So that's completely different. So no one is trying to you know, say, oh, ooh, ooh, she lived with the boy. Everybody's story in life is different, but her story ain't different. There was no reason she needed to be living in a home with her boyfriend next door to the boyfriend's parents. No reason at all. So that's the difference.
If he says we're not saying anything, then we have to build our case based on everything else.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there were 3 people in the car. Only one is still around to tell us what happened.
Yeah.
So, but the decision's hers. Okay.
When do we find out about mechanical errors? What's the time frame?
Nothing is going to come out anytime soon. This is going to take months. I want you to please understand that I'm going to be your point of contact with strong.
See, look at that. Mom is just, oh, what? When are we going to find out about mechanical errors? The only error was your daughter had the pedal to the metal the entire time at 100 miles per hour. That's what the problem is, ma'am. So no, you're not going to find out that the car malfunctioned or anything like that. You're going to find out your daughter did this on purpose.
Police, but it's not going to be a quick process. I'm going to call you next week and be like, yeah, case done.
Will we know if anybody's pressing charges?
If anybody presses charges, it's the county. It's not the families. Okay, the state chooses whether or not they want to charge it. Not the people. This is not a civil. We're dealing with a criminal aspect. If there's
can I say something to her?
Yes.
He's like he's music cheesy see he's only like Jesus cheese like music who's only like season these music.
You can.
Yeah, like
What the hell? Wait a minute. Wait, okay. Now I'm gonna do it. Cause what? Let me okay. Now I'm doing it because this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
So, but the decision's hers. Okay?
When do we find out about mechanical errors? What's the time frame?
Nothing is going to come out anytime soon. This is going to take months. I want you to please understand that I'm going to be your point of contact with Strongsville Police, but it's not going to be a quick process. I'm not going to call you next week and be like, yeah, case done.
Will we know if anybody's pressing charges?
If anybody presses charges, it's the county. It's not the families. Okay, the state chooses whether or not they want to charge it. Not the people. This is not a civil. We're dealing with a criminal aspect. If there's
can I say something to her?
Yes.
He's like sees a
Oh, come on. Wait. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay, that's not helping. I can already see that. That's not helping. We ain't gonna catch it. We are not gonna catch it. Wow.
he's music cheesy see he's only like Jesus cheese like music who's only like season these music.
You can.
Yeah, like can I just like take my whole license away for like 10 years or something like that?
It's funny though how she started speaking in another language while the police officer is there. So she starts speaking in another language to her parents. And she is so not understanding that she did something wrong that she's saying, well, can't they just take my license away for 10 years? Like that really, first of all, like I believe you won't drive for 10 years. I don't believe that for 1 minute, not 1 minute. And, it's here again, not taking responsibility. Prima Wanda said attitude Tylenol. She's still acting like a spoiled brat in prison. She and her mother talk like they are girlfriends. Sickening. Right. And we know where we've heard this before. Thessie Jules said the mom can understand it, but can't speak it well. And that's interesting too. That is very interesting too. Um, so Southside Chi-Town said an altered Pig Latin. That's what you okay. I thought if we slowed it down, we'd be able to pick something up, but that was not working. So there was, I only had that there for a second. I want to read Shay B's comment. She said, "In her beauty, I am sure your story is about surviving, which is a good thing." Yes, that is, like I said, her very different story. These were people of means. They were people of means.
I do
You
have
have a lawyer. Talk to your lawyer.
My daughter was living with Dom
Well,
at his house. Well,
spending
basically
most of her
most of the
time
time
there.
there. I believe her purse is over at.
So was
at her.
Davion.
Her purse is with us.
Yeah.
Is it? What's your purse?
It's Christian Dior.
Okay, not the Michael Kors. There was a Michael Kors purse in the car.
I carry with
she has a lot
several
of
purses.
So this girl had Christian Dior and Michael Kors purses. This was a choice to live, and so Davion was a. So all three of them were living in this house. All right. Mimi says it does sound like Pig Latin. Remember that double Dutch bustle? I I heard her say similar things. That was going through my mind when she was talking. Attitude Tylenol says they are absolutely gypsies.
Her purse with her ID and stuff was at the house.
Okay.
Supposedly.
When you're discharged, you can, we can make arrangements to do a.
I would rather.
Call the family.
What reason why folks, I'm scared to go say anything to any of the family. To Mrs. Russo. I
understand.
I don't want her. I just don't want it to turn ugly, and I'm not sure.
And we will send an officer. We call it an escort. That's normal. We'll contact Miss Russo when she's out. We'll set it up. We'll set it up so you're not personally having to go there and deal with it. We'll either have her bring it over, or we can send an officer. Okay. But you guys would have to come to the station.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I just like I said, I just don't want. Like I said, part of me wants to stop over and that's how horrible I feel. But I just don't think it's a good idea, and I just don't want to make it worse than.
So you guys didn't even give condolences. I don't want to go over there. He doesn't want it to be a thing, I guess.
It is.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
All right.
Do you have any other questions? Anything you would want me to explain?
No,
I just don't understand about the whole county thing, because what if the parents, the other families don't want to?
No, it's not up to them at this point.
What if the parents don't want to? What if they don't want to bring charges against me? I don't understand. Why would the county want to if the parents don't want to? Give me a break.
She will be tried as a juvenile, though. She's a juvenile.
And that's not. I don't know.
Let me finish.
That's
even
not
if the
up to
parents
me.
don't want.
It's not up to them.
Why?
Because that's harm against society too.
Can you believe this?
That's not up to me. I just do the here.
So not only was she saying it, so was the freaking mom. If the parents don't want to, why? Because that's how crime works. She committed a crime, and that's how crimes work. The victim can't say, "Oh, I don't want to." I mean, even in cases, I'm sure most of you know this, but even in cases of domestic violence, if the woman all of a sudden says, "Well, no, I don't want to press charges," it's not up to you. The state will make the decision as to whether the charges will be pressed. And 9 times out of 10, they are, if the police are frequent flyers over to the house because of a domestic dispute. These people, the self-entitlement and privilege in this whole situation, this reminds me of the other girl, the one that crashed into the wedding party. It's just a sense of entitlement.
We got sent to this call. Here's what we find out. Here's, the evidence we have. Whether it's for her or against her, we just give them everything. Your lawyer will get that as well. Okay. If she gets charged, your attorney, through the process called discovery, will get access to everything. Okay. Everything that I have, every piece of paper that I write on, he will get all of it. Okay. See my notes, my reports, all the other officers' reports, body cams, everything.
Okay.
And then the county
there's
decides.
videos. They had body cameras on, and they.
Oh, every single officer bring a body camera.
See it?
No.
Not at this point.
Why can't I see it?
Not right now.
It's not going to be pretty.
Right now, this is all evidence.
Okay. Everything's evidence, Mackenzie. This is just
after it's.
I'm curious. Why would she? think about this. Why would she want to see the body cam? That's weird to me. You killed 2 people and you want to see the body cam of you unaliving these 2 people? Are you serious? Tessie Jules said this girl was driving after her leg healed. They let her. Really?
Evidence, am I able to
Yeah,
see
after the evidence, after this is all over, you'll be able to see whatever you want. It's all public record. You can come get a copy of everything we do. Okay.
I find this very interesting. She's shown no remorse or anything like that, but she wants to see the body cam and all the evidence again. That's just weird. Like, why? What? I mean, to me, that's a guilty mind. Someone who's innocent doesn't worry about the evidence that they may have. Why is she so worried about it? This is just weird. Prima Wanda said, what wouldn't they want to press charge? Why wouldn't they want to press charges? You hurt my child. I'm pressing charges. Okay. I can never see my child again, but your parents, they can see you. And if you're found guilty, which she was, they can go to the jail and see you. I will never see my son again.
All right. So does that make sense?
Yes, makes perfect sense.
And I did give Natalie my card. I'll give you a copy just so you can pass it along to your lawyer.
Okay.
And please have whoever your attorney is get in contact with me, and we can, like I said, I wish I can give you a time frame.
No, it's okay.
But I can't. It's good.
No, we get it. I get it.
Right. From here on, yeah. Everything we are going to look at, we have obtained search warrants for, including social media.
Yeah.
Okay, we have separate search warrants for everything.
Yeah.
So
But I mean, just
from here on out, no, we are not trying to snoop on her life. We're just looking at what caused this accident.
Okay.
That's it. And I showed you how Google Maps works. We're trying to figure out, where they were. All these people coming out saying they were here, they were there, they were doing this, they were doing that. We just need to figure it all out. Okay? Yep. I'm going to turn off my recording because I'm done.
Something Mackenzie said in that interview while she was still in the hospital, either to him or her mother in his direction, because we can't see, he gives her privacy by just recording the audio, where I believe I heard Mackenzie saying, take my license away for 10 years. It sounds like...
You heard that correctly, Plunder. That is exactly what take my license for 10 years.
Like her biggest concern was not going to jail or trying to avoid jail, of course, but she was just saying almost as if, can't they just take my license away for 10 years? Now, after the crash that Mackenzie claims she doesn't remember, a lot of things started spilling out to let people know, oh, maybe this wasn't just some accident. Maybe it wasn't some health condition or a seizure or some emergency happened while she was driving. No, there was no evidence that a seizure or anything like that had occurred. So, a month or 2 after the crash, in August or September of 2022, Christine and Mackenzie were there together at Dominic's grave. Now, Christine asked Mackenzie, why didn't she just ask for a ride that day, the day of the crash? Well, Mackenzie responded that they were, quote, not effed up. So Mackenzie was telling Dominic's mom right there at his gravesite, basically, they weren't messed up. They didn't need a ride because they were impaired or something from drugs or alcohol. Later, Mackenzie also texted Christine. She wrote, I remember turning onto the street, and then my vision fades to black. Doesn't it always fade to black with these people charged with murder or what have you? It always fades to black at the moment of the crime. It's so weird. She continued, it really kills me not to be able to remember anything. I promise you I would tell you. I've been asking my therapist why I don't remember, and she said it's because of trauma. I'm going to try to get myself hypnotized and make myself remember. So that's what she's telling Dominic's grieving mother.
Oh, my therapist, she says it's because of trauma, and that's why I don't... You unalived this young man, and you're sitting at you're saying this at Lord have mercy. Anyway, you're saying this at the gravesite of the boy's parents. This is just unreal.
Don't remember what happened. We didn't need a ride. We weren't effed up. I'm going to get myself hypnotized. Now, initially, the manner of these deaths were initially classified as an accident. So it was based on this traffic report from the Strongsville police saying this is being investigated as a traffic accident. They had no idea. They came upon this crazy crash car and they're just like, what happened? Now, in March of 2023, the prosecution submitted additional evidence to the medical examiner's office and requested a reconsideration of the manner of death for these victims. The additional evidence consisted of transcripts from cell phones, still photographs, video video images, interviews with various witnesses.
Siri Colette, the thing about it is, like, in the beginning, like, as the parents and the boy's parents and her parents, they thought that this was just some kind of freak accident, and until the evidence and things started coming in. Her parents still, no responsibility, this was just an accident attitude. And the other family's parents are, you know but yes, she I'm assuming she did go to the funeral, since she's hanging out by the gravesite with the family. um I'm sure she did, because, like I said, in the beginning, everyone thought that this was just an accident. Southside Chi-Town said, how was she at the funeral? Thought she was in the hospital. Well, you might be right about that, but I don't know. I don't know when it was. So let me Google.
I've got all these interviews I need to still finish listening to, but I will still go put them up over there on Patreon. Just police took time, of course, to interview all these people and say, what was this relationship like? What was the vibe between Dominic and Mackenzie? Just trying to get down what really happened here. So now, based on all that additional info, they were able to get text messages, get all this info from Mackenzie's phone. I'm sure the Life 360 data. We see one interview where these young people come into the police station trying to show Life 360 data. Perhaps it was the Life 360 data from Davion's brother and sister. I don't know who they were, but the cops were like, thank you for coming in. We already have that, but thank you. And I'm sorry for your loss. So once they got all that data in the wake of the crash, Dr. Joseph Philo amended the autopsy report for the victims. He changed the cause of death from accident to homicide. So the report indicates that the investigation revealed, quote, the driver's intention of inflicting self-harm and harm unto the passengers in her vehicle. But Mackenzie probably didn't expect to survive. Maybe she just got so mad and she just listened to that voice of rage. I don't know if Dominic said, look, this is it. I'm ending this once and for all. Just drop me off. Did he tell her to move out? What was the conversation like? Either way, people just talk about, they can't imagine the fear of the occupants of that car when the driver is likely in a blind.
Yeah, that happened. That conversation with his mother was at the gravesite, but the funeral, she didn't go because she was in the hospital, but she was certainly at that gravesite talking to the mother. Good morning, Aunt Natty. How are you doing?
Rage and just decides to take matters into her own hand and ram the car 100 miles per hour into a brick wall. Mackenzie's dad may have been very much angry that she was arrested, but eventually court comes a calling.
Recording.
It's not hers, it's mine. It's in the car. I got it on my phone. It's in their lap. So, but I need to speak to my daughter because you guys aren't allowed to speak to her at all. That's from the lawyer. He does not want you guys speaking to her. And I can get him on the phone. She can tell you that over the phone if that works, or I can go in and tell her not to open her mouth. How you guys did this on the weekends? Just look. You just go, hey, there's a warrant for. We would have brought her right down here with no problem. It's just unbelievable. I mean,
The dad is acting like this. Like I said, the dad, you can still go see her in jail. These other two mothers can't go see their children. Okay.
So the warrant was issued today, so we executed it today. The warrant wasn't issued earlier.
we put a phone call, couldn't you? You had your creeper out in front of my yard watching.
So, she can't take any, she's an adult, she can't take any phone calls right now. She'll be transferred downtown. Okay, I don't know when.
There was a call to advice.
She'll be transferred downtown.
Okay, well, I still need to speak to my daughter so she understands what her, not to say anything to you guys.
Okay, and I don't know about the phone, I would have to ask her about that.
Can you go find it's mine? It's not hers. I mean,
Do they not understand that the police know, okay, if she's invoking her rights, no, we won't talk to her. But no, she can't be talking to anybody on the phone, right? Do these people not know what arrest means?
need it. I have other children.
And that's how we communicate.
Yeah, and that's how we communicate.
Okay, so
I do need my phone.
I mean, people had to roll out the whole mask to pick up an 18-year-old girl who could hardly walk out of a hospital visit. It's just beyond me.
So we follow the law, that's what we're doing today. So the phone that was in her hand is the one that we took, but I'd have to check with the detective to find out what's going on with that. I don't know the answer to that.
Can we find it? I do need it like right now.
Okay, let me at least
I have another child.
Oh, I get it, So we got a lot to
Dan, am I going to have a 2-minute conversation with her?
You cannot talk to her about each other, no.
Why doesn't she get a...
What part of you can't talk to her don't you understand? You can't talk to her.
She has legal representative.
Why don't she get a phone call?
She was just brought in. They're going to process her. As soon as they get the time for her to make a phone call, she will be able to make a phone call.
You just need to advise her. She has a lawyer.
She's a lawyer. She does have a lawyer.
She is 18 years old and she could speak that.
Yeah, but she's a dumb 18-year-old that just turned 18. And you guys...
Did he say she's a dumb 18-year-old? Yeah, that's what closed caption said. He said, Dad said she's a dumb 18-year-old that just turned 18. You guys have no business messing with her. Okay. All right, Dad.
No, all the kids nowadays are dumb. And these guys are going to take advantage of it. She's not allowed to speak to you guys. I'm telling you that.
Her attorney can call us.
Don't ask her any questions. She's not allowed to speak to you.
This is unreal.
So will you dial the number and ring it? Okay, it's her phone. She's not going to back. It's her phone.
You can't make it up.
Eventually, Mackenzie was convicted. They say during the verdict that her dad had screamed out something about her being innocent. But eventually, the 19-year-old Mackenzie was found guilty of multiple counts of murder in the deaths of 20-year-old Dominique Russo and only 19-year-old Davian Flanagan. The court called the crash horrible, terrifying, and tragic, and it was the result, quote, of a selfish, intentional, and cruel decision by Mackenzie. So she was ordered to serve an indefinite life sentence of 15 years to life in prison on each of the murder counts, but she's able to serve those murder counts together concurrently. By the time she was 20 years old, Mackenzie was found guilty of the following crimes by Cuyahoga Court of Common Pleas Judge Margaret Russo. And when she first heard that name Russo being thrown around in the courtroom, like at her arraignment or her first appearance, you could see her eyes get bigger, like Russo, almost like Dominic is coming back from the grave to haunt me or to get his justice. So she was found guilty of 4 counts of murder, 4 counts of felonious assault, 2 counts of aggravated vehicular homicide, 1 count of drug possession, and 1 count of possessing criminal tools. Mackenzie's past threats and aggression towards Dominic provide an important perspective of how Mackenzie responds in situations where she is displeased or in disagreements with others. Further, the evidence shows that Mackenzie was aware of her ability to cause harm to the victims, especially by means of her own vehicle, and how she could use the power of threats and control to ultimately reach the outcome she desired. I did hear one interview, again, some of these interviews are audio only that you can listen to over there on Patreon. One sergeant talked about he was at a party, I believe it was, and he had overheard different officers talking like, yeah, Mackenzie will probably end up being charged for this. They were also questioning him if he had ever responded to apparently Mackenzie's household. And it sounded to me like he said yes. And he had one time heard Mackenzie's dad say something like, I wish I could have her treated, or I should get her evaluated or something.
Recording. Yeah, because see, that's what we do when our children do things like this. Oh, maybe I can institutionalize her, and after a couple of years, this will all go away. No, I don't think so. It's not how this works. But I will be letting you know what happened, because I'm subscribed to Plunder, and I'm over there on her Patreon too. So I haven't had a chance to listen to. She just gives so much information. I just haven't had a chance to listen to any of it.
All right, Sarge. It is 10:20. 22, and we're at Metro Health. It's 19:01 hours. Sarge, I want to ask you first about August 6th, if you recall. That's the day you guys were dispatched to Mackenzie Shirilla's room. Can you tell me about that day?
So we were dispatched up to the room for a disturbance. Once we arrived up on the room, she was upset that with her dad. So I was in the room with her and her dad. If I recall correctly, her mom was in the room too. He asked the dad to step out. He was hysterical, crying, just all upset about his daughter, and so then we're trying to calm him down, and he's like, you guys probably know who I am, and you probably saw it all on the news and stuff like that. So, and he's like at one point in the conversation, he's like, I feel like my daughter needs a psych evaluation, and he's like, because she's not, thinking clearly, and blah blah blah. I'll be honest, that was back in August, word for word what he said, I don't recall every word that he said. He was pretty hysterical, he was pretty upset, and we sat him at the waiting room down the hall, and that was she was upset with her dad because she wanted to leave to go to the funerals, and I guess they got in some kind of argument about it, and that was it. So
there, that answers that question. She was not at the funeral.
Okay. So how long were you guys out with him in the lobby before you let him back in there?
What do you mean, out in the...
So wait, the police were called to her hospital? Her hospital? Is that what y'all are hearing? That's what I'm hearing.
down the hall with him to calm him down
I would
before
say
he walked back?
Well, I don't know what time he walked back, but we ended up clearing. We talked to the staff and said, "Are you guys okay if he stays up here?" And with our job here, like we see a lot of emotions, a lot of stuff here. So he was like, they're like, as long as he's gonna behave himself, that's fine. So then we ended up clearing, and we said something like, good luck to you, and that was it.
That was it.
Yeah.
Any insinuation or any statements that the dad made about his daughter being suicidal today or in the past?
No, like he just, the only thing that I can recall on is like he just made that comment. I feel like she needs a psych evaluation, because she's not thinking clearly. Okay. What that means,
Okay. Yeah. So it's open for interpretation, basically. He did not kind of go on to explain. Was there a lot of friction between her and her dad throughout her stay? Were you called there?
Well, that was the only call that I can recall that we were up there for. I don't recall any other calls up there with the family.
Okay. Who was the mom in the room at the time of the incident?
I believe there was a female, and I believe it was the mom.
Okay.
We didn't interact with the mom at all.
I gotcha. Any mention of the deceased, the car? Dad did not say anything about, hey, she tried to kill herself, she drove into a wall?
No.
Okay. All right. So let's fast forward to 2 weeks ago almost, when two of our officers here, it was an FTO and his trainee.
Okay.
The FTO is the big guy, Mike Galassi,
Okay.
and Zelinsky is the new officer. Ironically, those are the first responders at the crash, so they're the ones who actually first got there. So what happened?
So I went up to them, talked to them because they were up here for another motor vehicle accident. So when that patient came in, we found a magazine on them. I don't know if you heard about that or not. We found a magazine on them, and I told my officer to call out the Strongs and see if you guys found a firearm on that patient. And so I just happened to see them in the ED, and I said, hey, I'm like, I told them, I said, you guys are aware of the magazine that we found, and then they're like, yeah, we've been back up to the scene, we didn't find a gun or anything, and I said, I'm like, even though it doesn't matter, I'm like, does this person have a valid CCW and not a felon? I said, anyone can carry ammunition, but working here in a hospital, people see ammunition and they get a little edgy. So then, while we were talking, I said, did you guys ever charge that, charge out that, female yet from that crash? And he said, and the one guy's like, no, not yet. Kind of saying hey, it's coming soon. So I said, yeah, we had a little interaction with the dad. I said, I pretty much told them the same thing I told you. But at the end of it, I said, I'm like, oh, I said I heard that she intentionally did it. Meaning, I heard that she intentionally did it through other law enforcement source.
Gotcha.
So.
Okay. So at no point was it that you heard it from Shirilla's dad?
No.
Okay. Can I ask who you heard it from?
I was at a party and there was a bunch of cops there, and it was a third party.
Okay. Was it SPD officers?
No, it was another officer that knew. It was kind of third party.
Third parties are just cops
chopping
it up.
Yeah.
Okay. And so, at no point in your conversation, just to be clear, did you say that Mr. Shirilla told you my daughter needs an eval because she tried to kill herself and in the process killed the two boys? Any reference to Shirilla killing the two boys?
No.
Okay. All right. Do you have any questions for me?
No.
Perfect. LT, do you have anything?
No.
All right. Thank you. Turning it off.
And it was kind of hard to hear. I was listening double speed and I've been listening to so much, but it's almost as if maybe people had an inkling something was wrong with Mackenzie, but they never expected it to turn into this. Now, as a result of her conviction, Mackenzie's been in the news again because Mackenzie appealed her conviction. But unlike Sidney Powell, I just did a video about Sidney Powell, another Ohio teen. All these women are kind of reminding me of each other in certain ways. Sidney Powell was a then 19-year-old who killed her 50-year-old mother, Brenda Powell, in Akron, Ohio. This happened in March of 2020. And now in 2025, Sidney might win a new trial because her conviction was just overturned. She won her appeal. And ironically, both Sidney and Mackenzie are both in the Ohio Reformatory for Women prison. We call it the ORW. But unlike Sidney, Mackenzie's conviction was upheld on Thursday, September 26, 2024, after she appealed that double murder conviction. The bench trial was in the Ohio Appellate Court, and it affirmed Mackenzie's conviction in the original trial after evidence was presented. So all this evidence with these cops responding to this horrific, senseless crash. I mean, watching Dominic's mom, Christine, be notified and just dropping on the ground and just all over the place. It's horrible. And Dominic's dad being told what happened, and even listening to Davion's adoptive parents just talk about, oh, how much they tried to guide him and what a kind, giving person he was. Wow. I agree with this conviction being upheld. I hope Mackenzie is getting treatment, just like everyone who is involved or causes some horrible murder. I hope they begin to get treatment and understand why they did what they did. For those even who will get out in 15 years, who will get out sooner, those who have life without parole, whoever they are, you just want to know why.
And at that parole hearing, if she's just as unremorseful then as she is now, she's not going to get it. Now we've got Shirley's testifying black dress. Good morning. Now I need to know: are you Shirley's divorce finally, or are you just? Who were you?
And especially you don't want it to happen anymore. I know it might seem almost life-ending, maybe to Mackenzie in her mind. I can't lose Dominic. I've been with him for years, or whatever her situation was, whatever the enemy was whispering in her ear. Like, I hope she sees now this was the wrong choice. Even if she was listening to that voice of evil saying, oh, go speed into that brick wall, take all of you guys out. If that's what she thought would happen, I hope people can watch this and learn from Mackenzie's case. It would have been okay to break up with Dominic. If he wanted to leave, that would have been fine. She could have moved on, been fine, gone on to meet someone else, get therapy, get help, get work on herself, and it would have been fine. Life would have been fine. But that's the only cautionary tale I can always give with all of these. You see people making some tragic mistake on some tragic day, whether they snap or it's a fit of rage or disassociating, whatever the heck it is, blackout and blind rage. It's just not the proper choice. And all you can do is pray in the wake of this horrible accident for the victim's loved ones. And some are more forgiving than others. I believe Dominic's dad, Frank, is more forgiving. He didn't necessarily believe maybe that Mackenzie should have gotten all this time. I don't want to put words in his mouth either, but it's just a sad story. And so
Yeah, it is. It is a sad story. Okay, Mocha's in now you're Shirley's testifying black dress. All right now. Oh, for goodness sakes, y'all, this is it. This is all I have. So we listened to the first two phone calls that phone calls from prison has for Mackenzie Shirilla. And I'm going to do more. So, Shaby, thank you for putting in the chat. Phone calls from prison. Good morning. Shirley's testified finally. So, Shaby had been putting in the chat that Phone Calls from Prison has another channel called Phone Calls from Prison Extra. So, if you are not subscribed to that, go on over there and do that. Shaby, thank you so much. Shaby said this was good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to be doing more of her calls. Let me see. I wanted to Southside Chi-Town said, are you going to do Young Dolph? Look, I don't even know what a Young Dolph is. I've heard the name. I've heard the Fat Mouse talking about a Young Dolph. I don't know who he is or what he did. Is that the guy with the crazy hair? Yeah, I just cannot find myself, like, even like with the YSL thing and stuff, I can't find myself wanting to be interested in those cases. So probably not. Probably not. Um, I probably won't. Like I said, I just don't understand those people. So anyway, that's all I have. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for those of you who enjoyed this. If you watch this on the replay, I appreciate that as well. Yeah, phone calls from prison extra. Thank you, Shaby. So I'm gonna get out of here. I will be Southside Chi-Town. That's why, like, I have the stars and everything, and then the sun comes up. I do have in my body. I think in my body cam studio, I do have more of a daylight scene, but yeah, it goes from night to day. But anyhow, I will be back tonight with some body cams that you guys have sent me. I think those are the ones I'm going to do. Bessie Jules says, please make sure you thumbs up this video. Yes, please do. And thank you. Nana and Nini says, this makes me mad. I watched a girl unalive a guy on a motorcycle, and when the parents came, they did the same thing. as her parents. It's not right. No. The other, what is that girl's name on the other one over there at phone calls from prison? Um Let me see. What is her name? Because that's what's really bugging me. Because I do know it, but I can't think of it. Let me see here. Let me go over there right quick to see, because it's really bothering me. I did some of her calls. Uh, let's see here. And anytime that phone calls from prison puts calls up, I am interested in reviewing them. And I know it's not what a lot of other people want to hear, but this is true crime. And if it's true crime, we're going to do it. What is that girl's name? I'm trying to go down here now and see what her name is. What was her name? I can't. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Did I? I just saw Nesto. I just saw Nesto and Sonia visit that. I'm like, I don't remember this visit. What is that girl's name? Does anybody know that girl's name? Um, I can't. Oh, here it is. Jamie Komorowski. I had done just one of hers. When her calls first came out, and it really annoyed me how she was on there when she was denied bond. Why is this happening to me? It was all about her, in her situation. So and she was 3 sheets in the wind plus when she unalived those people with that golf court. So Bella says yes. Wade is a no for me. Yeah, I couldn't. I did like two or three, and I did do the doctor that testified on his behalf, for his mental, only because that was hilarious. I mean, that doctor, I don't know where he came from, but yeah. So I did do his, but I just could not listen to those calls. I really couldn't. Fessy Jewel said this story has more layers than Nesto. She continued getting in trouble in jail, just like the judge predicted at her sentencing. Yeah, I talked about that in the beginning, how all the infractions, and I think somebody did give the number of how many she had in 9 months, and it was a lot of infractions for somebody who's new. So she can't even behave herself after the crime, and that's going to come back to bite her. Good morning, Say J. So anyway, let me see. Shirley testifies finally, says, I look at Shay's call except Wade, I can't do him. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you who else I looked. The Murdaugh. I looked at that because I have been into that case for years. And then that case has so many layers between the housekeeper slash friend who is unalived, and then you've got the wife and the son, and then there's but I think Buster, I could be wrong, but his son Buster, they think he unalived some young gay guy like years before that. I mean, that case has layers upon layers upon layers. Attitude time. Did you found? I did too. The layers on that case, and then the thing with the cousin slash friend who he wanted to unalive him so that his son could get the insurance. That case has laid. That is one good case. It really is very interesting. So yeah, a lot of people cannot do Wade Wilson. I could not even the stuff on Patreon. I just could not. So that's the only one that I don't listen to over there at phone call. And to be honest with you, like these other calls, I can listen to and still do a reaction. But the Sonya and Nest, especially visits and stuff, I can't get all the way through them. I look at it, I start to look at it, and then I'll step out and then go back in. Before I review them or when they premiere, but I don't know. They just work my nerves. Bessie Jewel said Bubba broke the case. And and the thing of it is I think that man got away with so much for so long because of his lineage, so to speak, I guess. Juju D says, I can't do weight either. I know. I mean, it's just hard. It is so hard. But I'm going to get out of here. Like I said, I'll be back tonight where we'll be doing some body cam stuff. But until then, I'll see you. Shout out to the Marvelous Moonlight mods. Thank you guys all for being here. And I will see y'all tonight at 9 o'clock.
Yeah. Uh.